I brought a banana and I got some more water. Oh my gosh. Come on. That's so good. Why is it that when you buy bananas, they only come, that you can either buy gonna go bad in 2 days or you can buy not ready for 2 weeks? Those are the only types of bananas they sell. I'm good. My banana tasted weird at first. That is how they sell strawberries. That's how they do it. Oh no, he's up. You getting your gumption back? Princess Pie, welcome. I don't know if you were here earlier. Awake beeper. Not ready for 2 weeks, then go bad in 10 minutes. Yes. Absolutely. That's exactly it. Okay, hang on. Really fast, I am going to copy. Oh, man. No. Just these. And look, now we've got this nice little place to keep notes. It's beautiful. We're ending at 8 because we started at 8. 8 to 8. Bananas, I do like them. I wish I had like a professional... I wish I had the money to hire a professional banana person at my house who was like, the best day to eat this banana would be this day. And I'd be like, thank you. Thank you, now I know that, and thank you. I don't know what Phoebe's doing in there. They're getting a snack. Makes sense. I'm sketchy to bananas. They have a little spice to them for me. Allergic, not sketchy. I'm sketchy to bananas. Oh my god, you're right. I should hire that guy from chat. Did you see what I made?
Oh, it's pretty.
This is my logo I made.
Nice. Love that. Oh my god.
It's only $4,600 for all this.
Wow.
Yeah, that's practically free. Wow. You look good, baby.
You need a banana butler.
I literally do need a banana.
Someone to butler your bananas.
You woke up funny, I see. Did you wake up with the energy to get his snacks? I mean, to get his drinks?
I already told you. I can't be me. I can't be that for you. Please. You said you wouldn't make me go anywhere.
I won't make you.
I won't go.
Good. I hope you don't.
If you try to do that, I'll lay down in the road.
I'd like to see you try.
You're so mean.
It's because what I want is for them to be able to deliver Dutch Bros, but they won't do it. I don't know. Here's the problem is I don't want anyone else's opinion, really. And when you're a travel agent, you have to take into consideration what those people want to do. So if they were like, I want to see Funny Girl with Leah Michelle, I'd be like, no. Pick something else.
In another life, Morgan would be a variety streamer who does weird shit on the internet.
Yeah. Yeah, right. That's not a job. The blind vacation company? That's true. Oh my god, we should look into that. Pack up and go.
Oh, they do a sponsor thingy.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah.
New traveler. I just want to see, like, what kind of...
No, what does it look like?
Okay, well, hang on. I guess I'll put in my information. I just want to know, like, what... I'll put in my other address. I want to know, like, what the price points look like. And, like, how much input can you have? Sure. Oh my so god.
That's terrible.
Yes, we did. I can go back and show you Twilight Muppets in just a second. I was planning a fake vacation to Disney Vacation Club, and going to Antarctica with Disney is only $13,000 a person. I'm so excited for my trip.
Yo.
That's exactly what it's like. Okay, cool.
Is he gonna secretly charge you something?
No, they don't have any of my credit card information, so they can't.
Maybe they can guess it from your email.
From this email, if they tried to, they would be like, why is there no money in this account? And, oh my so god. Thank you, Tiny Scribe.
Tiny Scribe.
I hit a button and something happened. Look at this little kid. Sure. Okay, let's see. Plane trip, road trip, outdoor trip, or staycation? If we were going to do this, what would we want?
Probably a staycation, right?
Do you think?
No. We would do
Well,
a road trip. No, we wouldn't. It would be a plane trip.
yeah, I was
That's what we would want.
No, we can do it.
It's hard to know sometimes what we're looking for. Especially when one of us just woke up. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, I just think the plane is the most exciting one.
Oh, okay, yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let's see. Start. Traveler's Rooms Budget Review. Let's say I would want to be gone for 5 nights.
That's so long.
No. Are there any time restrictions on your travel dates? Remember that you will have to arrive at the airport 2 hours prior to your flight departure time.
Your flight departure time. You're my flight departure time.
I don't think so. You can depart first thing in the morning and return the evening to make the most of your getaway. Okay. Recent destinations. Oh, I will happily... I'm not going to book anything. I just want to see what it's like. So sure, I'll put Seattle. I don't have any... Oh, cool. Yeah, let's do, Mobile, Alabama. What else? Portland, Oregon. Newburgh, Oregon. Let's say those 3. Sure. Oh. Relaxation and culture. When you travel, what do you prioritize? Getting around your destination as efficiently as possible. What are some hobbies, interests? Ooh, hole-in-the-wall restaurants, bakeries and desserts, history museums, historic sites, art museums, science museums, zoos and aquariums, quirky attractions, comedy clubs, musical theater plays, spas, sure, kayaking. Oh, this is nice. Bookstores, thrift stores, antiques, and sure, family activities.
Yeehaw.
Oh my god, thank you so much. Paris, Texas, maybe. Oh, after we finish looking at this, we have to do the Sharpie tattoos.
Is there a homophobia filter?
There's not.
Oh, see, they gotta get on that.
Dietary restriction, vegetarian. What type of accommodations do you prefer? I'm going to say hotel. Actually, I guess no preference.
Bed and breakfast must be more expensive.
That's what I think. But I don't know, because there are luxury hotels, and I don't think there's like luxury bed and breakfast.
Okay.
I don't drink alcohol. I love donut shots. That's nice. I would definitely do that. Oh, is there something that I didn't do? Optional. Oh, no.
You didn't put it as your departure date.
Oh, that'd do it. Let's do the same time that we were going to fake New York. Oh no, there's something else I didn't do. Optional. Okay, let's just unclick this one then. These are all optional. Okay, good. Right. Why can't I? Oh. Nice. Piki is right. They need a homophobia filter. They really do. Okay. Do I have to put all my stuff in? How much do I have to put in? Okay, this is taking too long. But I think we should look into it.
I think this is literally the one that they do. Oh my god, I can finally tell y'all now. I think it was like a month ago. I was on the computer, and for the first time in my life, instead of saying, I need to remember to not say my Apple ID my cloud password out loud, I just said it out loud. But I didn't say like the numbers or the special character or anything. So I go to do something to pull up a picture for y'all to see, and I go, here's my password. Other random words. It was so funny. I was like, I can't tell them that happened. It's probably on YouTube, but see, flight crew, pack up and go. I can apply for this. I hadn't.
You should.
Do they pay?
It's a vacation. Whoa,
You're scaring me.
I know.
Whatever. Isn't that so funny, y'all? It was so bad. I was like, oh, man.
Oh, and you missed the reveal. The vacation that I planned to New York City was $4,500. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Bobby is welcome. Here's the thing, is I already said this the other day, but I was looking at cruises, because I always am, because I always want to go on a cruise all the time. And what happened was I was looking at one in April that was 7 nights that was only $2,500, which is still a lot of money, but it was for both of us. And I was like, okay, like, that's not bad. Like, let's see if we don't get pregnant between now and then, like, and we got like a couple more like big ads, then like maybe we could do that if we pay our credit card down. Like, you know, it was a pipe dream anyway, but I was like, maybe. And then I checked it again 2 days ago, and it went up to $3,600. No. And then I was like, okay, whatever. And then last night when I couldn't fall asleep, I was just so sad that we couldn't go on the cruise. And so I was like, what else? Must be a number.
Oh,
It
my
doesn't
God.
like your...
My comma.
Yeah, it doesn't like your comma.
Sorry, I'm not actually angry. There's just a lot of them are like that, or they'll say, like, what are your rates? And then one line. And then you have to put a number in there on Aspire. And I can't, because that's a huge question you've asked me after you had me enter in all of my social media.
Yeah.
So it's
different for every social media.
So I just
different
pick
amount of followers.
the most expensive one, and I'm like, well, they're never going to email me, but whatever. We have gotten 2 things through Aspire recently. This is the one that I tried to show people, and it doxed me. So I'll show you very carefully. I won't apply for anything, but you can apply. You can sign up for an account on this. It's aspire.io. And you can, like, click on their thingies and enter in information and, like, read more about it. So let's try to do one. Hold on. I'm going to click on LL Bean and see if it entered in any of my information. Okay, cool. So they're like, here's what we're looking for. Home Spring. We can join their campaign. And then you put in information down here. The weird thing is that they have 2 different setups for this. So they have, like, this first chunk of things, and then they have ones that are, like, campaigns, which are different from their influencer and ambassador programs. So you have to, like, scroll all the way down to the bottom past all these and then apply. But this is how we got Home Chef. And they have a pack up and go one, which is kind of fun. So if you're someone who creates content, that is a good place.
Listen, we should find their direct email, because I feel like that's always better. But
that's the other thing. Like, if we're
I'm
looking,
sure it's more annoying to them. But
no, if you look at the pack up and go one, some of them have it and some of them don't. So, like, for instance, I just sent in an application for the pack up and go one. I don't think they pay, but we do love to go places.
Yeah.
So whatever.
If they paid for our accommodations,
that's the thing, is that usually
it's like thousands of dollars to go stay in a hotel somewhere.
Usually the program perks are like, you get paid somewhere on here. So if they don't say that and they don't ask for your rates in their, like, list of questions. So I filled out all of their questions, and now they say, questions, reach us at press@packupandgo.com. So what I do is I just also write an email to press@packupandgo.com. I'm like, hey, just filled out your thing on Aspire. Oh my gosh, would love to work with y'all. Here's some more information about us and links to recent content that we've done and the kind of thing that we make normally. So...
Are you ready for Sharpie tattoos?
I'm so glad you liked it, Britt the Bee. I'm so glad. Sure.
A couple days after ours, I was on Instagram, and Christine Brown from Sister Wives also worked with Home Chef on this campaign.
Which I thought was really fun.
Which I'm very curious how much they paid her. Which, like, they paid us fine. Not a big deal at all.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm just curious what her rate is. Yeah, let me grab the Sharpies.
Also, if you ever want to know what other people got paid, you can go to Clara for Creators.
You have to have an account, though, yeah?
Yeah, I mean, but you just have to make one. I think they pretty much just approve everybody. Screen share. So we got this, and, like, right now, we can search Home Chef. Oh, it might be Home Space. Or maybe they're not on here. There we go. Interesting. I wonder who they paid this many dollars. I don't know. Curious. Anyway, isn't that fun and fresh? Fun and fresh and nice. Anytime a company reaches out, I look them up on here, which is also how I figured out there's this one brand called Dossier. They reached out to us, and they just, like, don't pay people really good, but they're constantly reaching out to content creators. So they only have a 3, and they are only paying people very little. They said they wanted to pay us $200 for a TikTok, which we might do for a small brand, but we wouldn't do for this big of a brand. So, you know.
Don't get scared. It smells like fire because I blew out the candle.
Okay. What do you think for your tattoo?
I don't know. What do you want for your tattoo?
Here's what I have stuck in my head, and it won't go away. It's the Meghan Trainor song that everybody's making fun of. Have you heard it yet?
I am your mother.
Hold on. Shh. I am your mother. You listen to me. Don't to me. Anyway, isn't it fun?
Yeah.
all I've seen is people making fun of it. So I guess it's not a good song. But here's the deal. All I need is for a song to be vibey.
No, I completely get why people are making fun of it. It was written for me.
It's fun.
Should we be blindfolded?
I feel like it was written for boring white people, and I am boring white person.
Yeah.
That's fine with me. If that came on in the car, I'd be like, okay, Megan. Yeah.
Yeah. This is all I'm looking for in a song.
Bum 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 bum.
Well, it's Mr. Sandman.
Yeah, which is fun. Whatever. That's fine.
I am boring white people.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think it was Rin was making fun of it on TikTok.
Rin was who I saw, yeah.
And I was like, that's so fair, bestie, but it's catchy as shit. It is sampled. Yeah. Yes. I mean, you know. Some people are boring white people, and those people are me.
What kind of tattoo do you want?
I don't know. If you're doing color, you should do it on my color arm, though.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Yeah, look at that gun.
Look at those guns.
All
right, baby.
What are you going to put on me?
I don't know. I need some inspiration.
I don't know.
What should I give Phoebe a tattoo of?
What are we thinking? I am your mother. You listen to me. Why is it so fun?
Spoim.
Oh, Spoim. Spoim.
Oh, or Kermit.
That makes sense. I saw people saying that she's using like mother in that way. That might be what it's supposed to be. That wasn't the vibe that I got from the song, but I am not from the gay black ballroom community, so I have no idea.
I don't know mother like that.
No, I only know it in the context
I thought it came out because she's pregnant. Tattoo of Spoim.
I thought she was making a song about being a mom. That's what I thought. Was because of the pregnancy.
Now, I don't have any blacks left.
I also,
You've gotten all of them.
Morgan's favorite thing is to be like, thanks, Mom, when someone, like, does something for you. I also feel like Tessa Violet released a song what was it called? Yes, Mom?
Oh, yeah.
That has, like, mom, but it's, I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. No, you're a star. Squid Ink, I love it. Sometimes we're just in sync. What are you going to put on my arm?
Kermit.
Oh, Kermit.
I think Kermit makes the most sense. The problem is I don't have a good green.
Oh.
So
some of those are good greens. Chris also may have suggested it.
That makes sense.
Have fun, Owen. I am your grandma. I am your grandma.
That is what makes me think of. Okay, I'm doing Kermit, but I'm doing him by memory.
By Kermery.
By Kermery. Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah. Oh, he's gonna be blue.
No, these are his eyes.
A blue frog.
Because somebody lost all of my black markers.
No.
Along with my gizzards.
No.
Your arm's really hot.
I was just asleep. You're supposed to be hot when you're asleep.
You mean sexy?
No. Ugly. Tired. Okay. All right.
Hey, how do tattoo artists do this?
Oh, better than I'm going to, for sure.
I am your mother.
Now it's so in my head. Sorry.
Why would you do that?
It's been in my head the whole time, but it's really in my head. Stop. That's so fun. Oh my gosh, hello, Moses. Sometimes you got it, babes. Welcome.
Okay.
I do think you're supposed to be warm. It's typically when you sleep, your body just like puts off all of your heat, right? Hey, you look stuck.
Don't look at him. Okay. No. Don't look.
He looks good. He looks really nice. Oh my goodness, Sunflower, you're too sweet, baby. You're too kind. No.
What was it? 2?
Yes.
There you go.
Thank you. I can't do math.
Hey. You don't want to keep your arm still, I see.
Well, I'm trying to keep my shirtsy out of the way.
Amazing. This one
Amazing.
doesn't work.
Obsessed. Stitches and teaching. Hey, I'm a pink frog. Oh my gosh, hi, Quick Balls.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh my, so good. Do I have anything where Kermit's mouth is open? Nope. Okay, good.
That's what it looks like.
Alright.
That's what it is.
Oh, I need the green. That was almost so
I'm definitely going to
embarrassing.
make a pinup tattoo on you, but I haven't decided what character yet.
Oh, good.
I'm not sure. So I guess chat amongst yourselves and with me who we think should be sexy on Morgan's arm.
Oh, no. Oh, no. No, no. Don't look.
Okay. Coda, that's so cute that they're asking that. Oh, Britt, you're a star. You're doing amazing. You're absolutely doing it correctly. If you're confused or have any questions, Gonzo with breast tattoo on Morgan could be fun. Mulder with breasts could also be fun. Anyway, Twitch is a weird platform, so if you're like confused or like, why is that making a noise, or like, what did you guys get excited about, you can just ask us. That's okay. We've been here now for over a year. Gandalf, big naturals. Oh my so
No,
good.
I've never been a tattoo artist, but I imagine this is how they do it.
M Crab pinup Kirby would be amazing.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
I'm deeply afraid. It's not going to be good regardless. Oh man, this is so itchy. Squidding wants a smooch from Pot Pie. Can you hand me to Pot Pie and I can do that?
Whoa, sorry for the noise.
I am your mother. We won't do sexy Pot Pie because that would be a crime against God.
Yeah, well.
Just a little peek. Just a little peek.
Okay, this is actually, it's turning out better than I thought it would.
Okay.
But I wouldn't say it's good. Hey,
Oh, he's great.
Don't look! What did I just say?
You don't want our friends to see?
No, it's a reveal.
Oh, sorry. Golly. Britt, I'm so glad.
Okay,
Listen, our Instagram essentially exists so that we can secretly bully people into being on Twitch. I feel like it's the most fun place to be. We get to hang out and chat with people, which is really fun, you know? We get to make friends. We got a lot of pals. It's a good time. Hey, you're an artist, I think. I think it's really good. Are you doing his whole body?
No.
Oh, thank God.
I don't have room for him.
Thank God. Why is this so itchy? It's probably just my autism, but oh my God, it feels terrible.
Hey, I don't know why tattoo artists take so long. I'm pretty done.
You are pretty done. You tell him, baby. Are we going to watch a Bachelor tonight?
We're not done till 8.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the end. He has no neck.
Oh, he's happy. Kermie. He's beautiful. Quick, someone tattoo this on me. He looks great. Look at this guy. He looks so good. All right, cool. Let's do sexy Kirby now.
Okay, hang on. Let's put on. Now, the skinny ones don't work
Okay.
for skin.
All right. Perfect.
Do you see I have it with cools and warms?
Yes, I do see the cools and warms.
All right. I'm excited for...
Oh, no. I
What
don't
are you
have
looking for?
Oh, red.
No. This is what I use for red.
Oh, okay.
It's not very good. It's kind of orange.
Yeah, it seems not very good. Okay, let me do a color test real quick here.
Now, you got a pretty big canvas to work with here, so
I love that.
Really helped you out with that.
Yeah.
Just 3 orbs stuck together.
No, but he's gonna be sexy.
Yeah.
Sexy Kirby.
Yeah, he's already one
sexy.
orb.
No, his other 2 orbs are his feet, right?
No, I think they're saying he's 1 circle, and then he's got 2 breasts. Kirby. No, Phoebe's got normal Kirby.
I've got Kermie. Morgan's gonna get Kirby. Yeah.
6 Kirby.
Sexy Kirby. Sexy Kirby. I'm a little scared. Oh, I need also his eyeballs, I suppose. Okay. Let me pull up a Kirby reference photo.
Hey, I didn't
Well, this
have a
doesn't
reference
exist,
photo.
so that's okay. Yes. This is $700.
Quick, buy it.
Hey.
He has an ass.
Now, I am sad that
Look
I
at his
don't
other
have
photos.
him. He's in 3 other carts as he should be. Why is there so many veins on his feet? 3rd sculpt ever made.
I did get more water. Do you wonder if God stays in heaven because he too is afraid of what he's created?
Yes. This is the energy of what we'll be creating in the studio today. Gosh.
Hey, I'm scared.
$700?
Oh, I'm sure it took a long time to make.
Did they smack his butt? Is it a handprint? Okay. Welcome back. Okay, all right. Let's do Sexy Kirby on Morgan. I'm feeling really confident about... Well, yeah, I guess let me see. I just wanted to see regular what Kirby looks like. Yes.
Fruit baguette.
Yes.
She's just like me for real. Everyone hydrate while you stare at Kirby. It's the law. You have to.
Don't giggle, don't wiggle.
I do giggle wiggle.
Don't giggle or wiggle.
I must giggle and wiggle. I can't see it.
He's good. He's good. I just got to get his breasts sorted, really.
All right. No, that's fair, you know?
Yeah.
That's how you have to start. That's feeling right. Is everyone seeing how Phoebe holds the pencil? Weird.
Normal.
The most important part of any drawing is the breast of the drawing.
That's true.
It's a famous quote from Shakespeare.
No, from Monet.
Ah. I love Monet.
He made the Mona Lisa.
It is the breast part. You're right. Listen, having a little cow tumbler, it helps. I think, yeah, go ahead, Gemini.
What happened?
They asked if they could ask a Twitch question.
Oh, sure. Please don't giggle wiggle.
Why did you stick that song in my head?
His balls a little bit on accident.
To gift a subscription is like now that whoever you gift the subscription to can watch our content without ads.
Yes.
For a month.
And also you get like the fun.
Oh yeah, you get different emotes when you're subscribed. I think you also get fancy ones from Twitch when you gift a certain amount of subscriptions.
And it also puts the cake next to your stuff.
Oh yeah.
That's what the cake is for people.
I thought the cake was how many months you'd been subscribed.
Right. Oh, when they are subscribed, they get the cake. That's what I'm trying to say.
I thought you were saying gifting.
No.
If the breasts aren't breasting, the art isn't in question. Wow.
True.
A poet.
True.
An absolute poet. Listen. Thanks, Breathe the
Oh,
Bee.
you're so sweet.
You gotta change it, yeah.
Oh my god, it is
two.
Breathe the Bee, and I've been saying Brit.
Oh.
I'm so sorry, friend. It is Breathe the Bee, huh? And I just can't read. Sorry, Bree. Famously cannot read for shit. That's me.
I wasn't gonna say a word, friend. We quite literally cannot read people's Twitch names.
That's true.
Reading is hard and bad.
That's so funny.
Hey, we're at 100!
Oh my so goodness.
See what 100 is. I don't remember.
Oh my
gosh.
golly. Oh, it's the lip sync battle. It's the lip sync battle.
Okay, you think about what you want to lip sync to.
Oh my god.
So apparently you can choose people. But I don't know how to do it. So anytime I give subscription, I do it to randos. And if they're not watching right now live, it'll give it to people who follow us. Yeah. What song are you going to lip sync to? Phoebe literally, I think they won the lip sync battle last time.
I don't think I did.
I think we tied, actually. If you want to choose someone, you can click on their name, I believe, and gift it from there. Oh. This just in. The Cheetah Girls song was so good.
Thank you, friends. You're all too kind.
Phoebe's a performer. They're shy, but they're literally a performer. I don't know what I'm going to do. I did Hannah Montana last time. Look at my lips are dead. I need to put more lipstick on. Lipstick. How's he going?
He's breasting. Hold on.
That song's not out yet, M. Crab. It's just on TikTok. The other thing is when we did the lip sync, we get in trouble for the DMCA thing, so we have to publish that part with no audio. 101. I'll remember. I won't forget. I'm trying to think of something dramatic from the early 2000s. Maybe I'll do Hilary Duff. Come Clean. Louis Capaldi's been trying to get his audios to go viral, but his other videos about them not going viral are more popular. I don't actually know who that is. Except I think it's the person where there's an audio where he sings bad and then says, "That was rubbish, I'm sorry."
Oh, yeah.
I think that's them. How's he going?
Well, I committed a crime.
Oh, no!
No, I think it's good.
Scottish musician. Are any of his songs popular? Where I live? Phoebe. It's not pinup. This is pornography.
That's true.
Who is Ed Sheeran, but isn't Ed Sheeran?
Okay, he's done.
You're so true, bestie. Oh, thanks.
You just have to show him really quick.
Okay. All right, everyone be ready. Oh, my God. Phoebe!
To him.
They're between his feet.
Well, that's the only space he had for them to go on.
Ruby Big Naturals.
You can't have that as an emote.
We can't do it as an emote.
Sometimes you gotta. Sorry. Don't try to censor my art.
Go to jail.
Well, the good people paid for it.
Oh, we changed it to 101.
Yeah. Oh my God, I don't know what to do for my terrible little mouth stinking.
Yeah. Now your mouth sinking.
Let me think. What are you gonna lip sync to?
Come Clean by Hilary Duff.
Yeah, so I'm not familiar with that.
Right. Well, it would be silly if we did the same song.
How Long is Complicated by Avril Lavigne?
Oh, it's a good one. How do we just post it without audio? Like, can we just like...
Yeah, I mean, you can cut the audio out of it, but it's way harder to do on YouTube. I also don't know the words to this.
You're
Oh
so
yeah, I
true,
think you
bestie.
do a. Thank you. I think you do a.
When advertising on YouTube, I know that making an authentic video with a clear call to action is the key to getting results.
Right.
Sorry.
What's up, boys?
It's 4 minutes. Oh. Oh my god. That's so long. I think that Twitch does remove it automatically.
Do we get in trouble though?
I don't know. It's a bold thing for you to suggest. Pick a Disney song? Oh. I could do Part of Your World.
Okay, what if we don't do... If you're worried about getting DMCA'd, what if you did the lyrics but as a monologue?
Okay, well, that's not what the people asked for.
I know, but... And if now we're worried about... We did get in trouble the other day.
Yeah. Not in real trouble.
No.
It just muted it, which was fine.
No,
It doesn't
but-
count as like a strike on us. Yeah. A VOD with a chunk of audio missing? Yes. Yeah, well, because Morgan picked something that was illegal. She picked an illegal sound, even though YouTube said that it wasn't an illegal sound.
Yeah.
What do you thinky?
Lip sync it but record it to share off Twitch. No, spoken word contest. The problem is we are live right now.
Right. That's all it'll do then, probably. Because, yeah, I don't think it counts as, like, a strike against us. Because there's normally a thing where it says... Maybe I'll do something from Bad Cinderella, because I don't know any of the words to any of that. Which could be kind of funny. What are you thinking?
We can do it as spoken word.
You'd rather do that?
I think so.
Is that okay, team? Will we be sad if that's what we do instead?
If we do lyrics as a monologue, is that
If we
okay?
do lyrics as a monologue?
If you lip synced with headphones and we all guessed what we think it is.
Oh,
Well, I already said what mine was now. We'd have to pick something else.
that's true. Dramatic reading. People are comfortable with that. Okay. All right. Okay.
You gonna do complicated?
I'm going to do part of your... Oh, yeah, that's what I'll do. Complicated lyrics.
Okay, you're gonna go
I
first.
forgot there's so many uh-huhs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, it's so long.
Scene work. No, you're gonna be great.
You think so? Are you going to be walking around, or are we sitting
No,
for
we
this?
can sit.
Okay.
The acting, this is camera acting.
Okay. Okay. My name is Phoebe. I'm from South Albany High School, and I'll be performing Complicated by Avril Lavigne, the monologue. Life's like this. It's just the way it is. 'Cause life's like this. That's the way it is. Chill out. What are you yelling for? Lay back. It's all been done before. And if you could only let it be, you will see that I like you the way that you are. When we're driving in your car and you're talking to me one-on-one, you become somebody else. Around everyone else, you're watching your back like you can't relax. You try to be cool. You look like a fool to me. Tell me, why'd you have to go and make things so complicated? I see the way you're acting like you're somebody else. It gets me frustrated. Because life's like this. You fall and you crawl and you break and you take what you get and you turn it into honesty. And promise me I'm never going to find you faking. No. You come over unannounced, dressed up like you're something else. Where you are and where it's at, you see, you're making me laugh out loud when you strike your pose.
Yeehaw.
Take off all your preppy clothes. You're not fooling anyone. When you become somebody else, around everyone else, you're watching your back like you can't relax. You try to be cool. You look like a fool to me. Tell me, why'd you have to go and make things so complicated? I see the way you're acting like you're somebody else. It gets me frustrated. Life's like this. You fall and you crawl and you break and you take what you get and you turn it into honesty and promise me I'm never going to find you faking. No, 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 no. Chill out. What are you yelling for? Lay back. It's all been done before. And if you could only let it be, you will see, I'm almost done, somebody else around everyone else. You're watching your back like you can't relax. You try to be cool, and you look like a fool to me. Tell me, why did you have to go and make things so complicated? I see the way you're acting like you're somebody else, and it gets me frustrated. Life's like this. And you fall, and you crawl, and you break, and you take what you get, and you turn it into honesty, and promise me I'm never gonna find you faking. No. No, why'd you have to go and make things so complicated? I see the way you're acting like you're somebody else, and it gets me frustrated. Life's like this. You fall, and you crawl, and you break. And you take what you get, and you turn it into honesty. And promise me I'm never going to find you faking. No. 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 And scene. Thank you.
Wow. Moving.
Listen. That's the longest song in the world.
Oh my god, it was long.
Dear God.
I didn't realize she repeated herself so much.
Oh, I did. I thought that might be fun.
You know?
Not as fun as Booby Kirby, but here we are.
Oh my god. I can't believe you desecrated Kirby like this.
Shall we? No, Caitlin, it's okay, baby. Thanks. Thanks, friends.
Actor of the year.
Thanks.
Beepor.
Appreciate you.
What a Beeple, man.
What do people?
Okay, you ready?
Yes. Oh, tattoo side by side real quick? Yes.
Okay, really fast. Mine's indecent.
Morgan's is art, which is why it's protected. Okay, that's all.
That's all.
That's all.
That's all you get.
That's all.
You okay?
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Yes. I'm excited and I'm scared.
My name is Morgan May. I'm from Baker High School. Mm-hmm. And I'll be performing Come Clean from Hilary Duff.
Okay. Begin.
Let's go back. Back to the beginning. Back to when the earth, the sun, the stars all aligned. 'Cause perfect didn't feel so perfect. Trying to fit a square into a circle was no lie. I defy. Let the rain fall down and wake my dreams. Let it wash away my sanity, 'cause I want to feel the thunder. I want to scream. Let the rain fall down. I'm coming clean. I'm coming clean. I'm shedding every color. Trying to find a pigment of truth beneath my skin. 'Cause different doesn't feel so different. And going out is better than always staying in. Feel the wind. Let the rain fall down and wake my dreams. Let it wash away my sanity. 'Cause I want to feel the thunder. I want to scream. Let the rain fall down. I'm coming clean. I'm coming clean. I'm coming clean. Let the rain fall. Let the rain fall. I'm coming clean. Let the rain fall down.
This is way fucking short.
And wake my dreams. Let it wash away my sanity. 'Cause I want to feel the thunder. I want to scream. Let the rain fall down. I'm coming clean. Let the rain fall down. Oh. And wake my dreams. I'm coming clean. Let it wash away. Oh. My sanity. I'm coming clean. 'Cause I want to feel the thunder. I want to scream. Let the rain fall down. I'm coming clean. Oh. Let's go back. Back to the beginning. Yes. Listen.
Oh my God.
Oh my so God. That was 100, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's 110?
Oh. We each tell an embarrassing story at 110.
Okay.
That's
Good.
not so bad. I'll have to think of one.
Yeah, I think I've got one. I feel like it counts. Is it supposed to be something that was embarrassing in the moment, or that it's embarrassing to tell now?
Oh, I would say embarrassing in the moment.
Oh, no. I'd have to think of one for that.
Wait, what?
What?
You have one that's embarrassing to tell now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's an embarrassing story. I'm embarrassed by that story.
The nonsense words are the best part of songs.
Oh, my God. Why did Avril Lavigne write no 7 times?
She literally
It was
did.
like 9 times in that song.
It was 3 times like 5 lines.
Yeah.
So that's more than
That
9.
was like 15 times.
Literally.
Avril, please.
Tell both, Pee. I don't even know if I
can only
have
think
an
of
embarrassing story. You know?
You've never been embarrassed.
No.
She's just a cool girl who does cool things.
Sorry.
She's so cool she can't remember most of her childhood because it was all trauma.
Yeah, well, what can I say?
Sometimes it's like that.
I'm trying to think.
Let it wash away
My sanity. 'Cause I wanna feel that thunder. I wanna scream. Oh, I keep hitting this. That's what it is.
Back to the beginning.
It's such a bop. Listen, I hate when you can't decide what to eat for dinner. Can't be embarrassed if I don't remember. Life hack.
Heyo.
So true. I don't even know what I would tell.
Truthfully, the most embarrassed that I have been in person recently was the crab rangoons debacle at the Marco Polo.
Is that what you're going to tell?
I guess. I'll tell that one, and then also about the time that I pooped my pants as an adult.
That one's funny.
But I feel like most people have probably heard that one, so they'll get 2.
Yeah.
Sometimes your brain's gotta protect you just a little bit.
I feel like the most embarrassing thing that ever happened is when I tooted on stream.
That was so funny. That was so funny. We should find it so they can see it.
We already found it that one time.
I know, but it's so good. It's so good. It's so funny. Stands for have no memory.
I know. Why have memory?
Fair
Why
bit.
have memory when memory only hurt my feeling?
That's true.
No reason.
So just don't.
Farts are the best, funniest thing. I'm trying to think what else has ever been, like, embarrassing in my life, like, where it's a funny story and not, like, a traumatic one, you know what I mean?
That is kind of hard.
OMG. The toot video is a requirement every subathon.
It's so good.
I don't remember signing anything that said that.
Hey, I think they're right. It's so funny.
This isn't embarrassing, really, so it's not what I would tell, so I'm going to tell it now.
Go ahead.
But not the very first time that I rode Tower Terror, but my first trip where I got to ride it, and I was riding it for a second time, I got most scared, not on the ride, but on the video beforehand, because I was always, like, scared of the dark, and they, like, put all the lights out to play this, like, creepy video, and I got so scared, and I grabbed onto my dad's hand, and I'm, like, crying so hard, because I hate the video part. Which as an adult, I now know that if that is the part that freaks out your kid, you can skip that part. Same with Haunted Mansion and like the room beforehand. If you're like, my kid freaks out in the room but not on the ride, you can skip it. There's like a walk around. But anyway, I was like screaming and crying, and I like didn't understand why my dad wasn't like picking me up because I was so scared. And then the lights came back on, and it was not my dad who I was like trying to crawl on top of.
Oh no!
And my dad was in the room, but he like also had my brother, and so he didn't realize it was me who was crying. He thought it was that man's kid, and he was like, "That man's a terrible father." But it was me.
That's terrible.
And so the lights came on, and he was like, "I'm so sorry. I didn't know that was you."
Oh my god. That's terrible.
It is kind of a story of my dad not knowing what his own kids cry
I was
sounds like.
literally gonna say this does not paint Randy in a cute light.
No,
at
but
all. Yikes.
On Tower of Terror, the handles between the seats are really low, right by your legs, and one of the drops, I accidentally grabbed the leg of the stranger next to me instead of the handle.
Oh my god.
Phoebe's actual most embarrassing story is the time that they shat their brains out in the employee bathroom of the restaurant.
I think we told it last one. Has everyone heard about the time that I shat in the employee bathroom at the restaurant in Alabama? Because we'll tell it. That's not as embarrassing as the crab rangoons more recently, I feel like. Because those people, I didn't have to see them. Oh my god.
The alternate universe bathroom. Hang on, I just found the screenshots the other day.
Yeah. Here's what happened.
Oh, hang on.
Oh, thank you. Hold on. This is a good clip. Oh, I think that's the one where I fell. That's the one where I fell and I peed myself live on stream.
Is it?
Yes.
Well, I'm getting one soon.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. This is where you fall.
Look, matchy.
What a nice, clean room.
Matchy trauma tattoos. We got a clean room. I think I'm gonna try to move it back.
Matching
We
trauma.
had 33
tattoos.
whole viewers.
Your boyfriend's here. Oh my god, I can't get.
Look how good we look.
No.
Oh, good.
Someone clip that, please. Please. What you can't see is Phoebe peeing their pants.
What you can't see is that my pelvic floor is not strong enough that when I have to pee really bad and I fall hard on the ground,
You fell onto your pelvis.
I fell onto my pee hole. And it was like, whoa, I didn't like that. And so I just let some loose. And so I had to leave the room. Oh my god. Thanks so much, Brie. Oh, I'm clicking in the wrong place. Oh my god.
Oh
It
my
was so
God.
funny. And so I had to like be weird and leave. And be like,
From the hallway, Phoebe was like, "Can you put it on BRB for a second?" And I was like, "Yeah." And they were like, "Can you get me some underwear?"
yeah. This was in our old apartment.
Yeah.
Wild. That's me. Pee heat. It was so
No,
funny.
the toot one is like right around this time though.
Yeah. The toot one, I swear.
How do we go?
What happens is it's not just a euro. What we need to. Well, what have you done?
I don't know.
He's just blinking. Ah!
I scrolled for too long, I think.
Oh my golly. You've done something weird.
I know. I think it's catching up to all the times I scrolled, I
Okay,
guess.
hold on. We'll scream so they can scream. Will you put it on things so they can see?
Oh, sure.
Yes. 10 months ago. Last year. When did it happen?
We were still in our old apartment for sure. These are all here.
Yeah. These are 5
They're
months
in
ago, 4
order,
months
right?
ago. No.
Oh, they
10
sure
months
aren't.
ago. These all just have one view. That's why. It wouldn't be one that has
Oh.
one view. They're in order of like how many people have seen them.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So we don't want these. Oh, we're at 2 views. Hold on. Hold on, team. Hold on. What are we playing? Oh my god, that nightmare game.
No. We were in the room and not in the
No,
living room
sorry. I'm
anymore.
talking about that
Oh, you're just talking about it?
video. Yeah. First time playing Breath of the Wild. 2 years ago. Now I've beat Breath of the Wild. What a wild time. Who said just 2 guys sucking other guys? I would never say that. This is a good Christian stream.
A good Christian scream.
Yeah. Where are you tooting? Not 3 views. I'm sure this is really interesting to watch.
Yeah. Hydrate.
You could tell them the bathroom story.
Oh, I will. Oh, that's right. I picked up my phone.
Yes.
So I could find the screenshots. Because I just screenshotted them.
Oh my god, you scrolled so far.
I didn't know I had. Let's see.
Morgan and I do this thing where we say, let's touch dongs. And it's where we just put our fronts against each other. And it's not sexy, but it is really funny.
Yeah. The good noodle board.
The good noodle board.
Maybe I didn't take a screenshot. We really need a quote book in chat. I talk so good.
You sound and talking really good.
How do I get to my memories?
Oh, this is me having a breakdown with the fucking beads.
Oh,
very
yeah.
recently.
How would we even make that?
Make what?
You're just saying it should exist, or do you know of a way to make that exist?
Oh, other people do that for their thingies.
Oh.
Yes. How do we do that? I think other streamers do. I could be wrong. Were we full scream at that time?
Yeah, we were.
Full scream?
Yeah.
While you're tooting?
I'm fairly certain.
11 views. Are you sure it was at the old apartment?
It was definitely at the old apartment. Okay. Oh, it's when we think that people think we're laughing so hard at the British pound.
Oh, so it's what's a euro?
Yes.
That one was at the very top.
I'm so sorry.
It's literally what's a euro. It was way at the top. It was like the first one. It's right here. Okay, here's Morgan tooting on stream. Can you hear?
You can turn it up.
The headphones? Okay, try this.
What?
Is that too loud, friends? Morgan's little crime is tooting on stream.
Yeah, once.
Okay.
What's a euro?
Did you hear? Did you hear her toot? Did you hear it? Listen, we'll go back.
What's a euro?
You so clearly tooted. Hold on, we'll do it one more time and then we'll tell
Oh, wait,
the
they can't see my face.
Oh, that's the best part. Oh, no. Okay, but no. Yes, see, that's where our face is. Okay, here. Okay.
What's a euro?
Looking both ways.
Zoom in here.
I can't. How?
You can't. Hang on. Let me see this.
Zoom. Oh. Oh, she's smart. Perfect.
Okay.
If we put it right on top of us, I can make this a TikTok. That's my crime. That I'm about to make this a TikTok.
Oh, please don't make fun of your wife.
Okay. We'll start them over.
What's a euro?
Your little face is so good. Oh my god, it's so good. Oh my so god. Did she brace for it?
What's a euro?
Of course it was during a charity stream. That's so funny. Oh my so god. Okay. Anyway.
Listen, it's not my fault.
Go ahead. Do you have the text messages from the time?
No, I couldn't find
You couldn't
it.
find them. As we say, I think they're in like a weird place.
It's because I can't figure out how to get to, like, recent memories on Facebook Marketplace.
On
Let's
Facebook
see.
Marketplace?
I mean, memories.
Oh. Oh, yeah, don't you just...
3 years ago. No. Yeah, 3 years ago.
Yeah. So 3 years ago, I posted this. Which is a goldfish that I drew on. And I said, Morgan, last government name before we got married, truly just rolled over in bed to say, you know, when you're almost asleep so your brain has dream logic, I can't stop thinking about a goldfish with lipstick and a brown wig on. I think she's a flight attendant, but I don't know why. She has one of those hats like Britney Spears wears sometimes.
That's her.
And that's the fish that I drew. I did her lashes.
Yeah, she's a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you change the date?
I don't know. I thought you could by clicking, like, hold on. I think you do, like,
You must not be
recent.
able to.
Not anymore.
Okay, so anyway, here's what happened.
Oh my god.
The screenshots technically exist somewhere in my phone.
We're at the restaurant. It's a weird shaped restaurant. It's shaped like a corner. This is very important, okay? So here is like the kitchen area. It's like on the corner of a street and there's like seating here and seating here, okay? So it's a weird shaped restaurant. So we go there. I have tummy troubles anyway, but especially in the state of Alabama, where every vegetarian thing is covered in cheese and butter, and I'm lactose intolerant. And also, hello, Myth, we're telling a story we've told many times before, but some people wanted to hear it. Oh my God. And also, I'm anxious because I'm in the state of Alabama. It's an L-shaped restaurant for no good reason. It's like a 90-degree angle. God only knows why. So anyway, I'm there with Morgan and Blake, and they're like, I'm like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom. And Blake's like, oh, it's right over there. And he points, and I beeline for exactly where Blake has pointed. I go straight there.
Blake's
I have autism.
pointed in a loose direction.
I go straight to where Blake pointed, and so I'm like, perfect. And I think Blake said something to the effect, we'll tell a different story at 110, I promise. Blake said something to the effect of like, oh yeah, it's in the corner over there. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Easy to know. I'm about to poop my pants. So I go. I get to the bathroom. It's like a long bathroom, so you can't like hold the door. It's like one single like room, one toilet. And you can't like hold the door while you're sitting on the toilet. And I go to lock the door and I notice it's not like locking all the way. And I'm like, oh my God, is there no fucking lock on this door? Okay, whatever. So I sit down and I'm going to the bathroom and I'm just like absolutely destroying this bathroom. I'm pooping so hard. It's really bad. So all of a sudden there's like a little knock and like a door open and I'm like, occupied, I'm in here. And then the door closes and I'm like, oh fuck, oh my God. That was really scary. Well, good, because now people will just like wait outside in line for the bathroom and I just know to hurry. Not 2 seconds later, there's like a little knock open. I'm like, occupied! I'm here! And then I'm like, okay. So I text my wife. I say, I'm in the bathroom.
At the time, I think.
My fiance. I text my fiance and I go, oh my God, please come rescue me. Like, I'm in a bathroom. People keep trying to come into the bathroom. I get moments later a text from this woman that says, I'm in the bathroom. You're not in here. Where are you? At which point I am like, oh no, I'm in Twilight Zone bathroom. I will never see my fiance again. Something terrible's going, literally, oh shit, Gemini. It's terrible. It's scary times for my brain. And I'm like, what do you mean? I'm horrified.
Phoebe
a photo of a room with like stalls. And I'm like, yo, where the fuck are you? Stressed. I'm stressed. And so I'm like, you have to find me. Please find me. And so she's like, okay. And then what happened?
So then outside of the bathroom where Phoebe is, I am like walking in circles in this incredibly small restaurant. And clearly the two servers who work there think that I'm on drugs.
Yeah.
Because they're like, do you need something, bro? Like, why do you keep walking in circles? And I was like, I'm so sorry, my fiance. They said they're in the bathroom, but I checked both bathrooms that are over there and like there's nobody in there. And they were like, are they in the employee bathroom? And the bathroom that my beautiful, wonderful, lovely husband has found and absolutely destroyed with their little butthole is no less than 3 inches from clearly the kitchen where they are serving and cooking the food from. And it is obviously the employee bathroom. It's so obvious.
Well, they should put a lock on it.
Because you have to go slightly past the kitchen to get to it.
My head's full of rocks.
And so Phoebe, in their poop delirium,
I had poop fear in me.
saw a door.
It was the poop
opened
fear.
it, shut it, and shat.
Sometimes you gotta open shut shit.
So I'm like, okay, so I'm then standing inside of this kitchen of this restaurant I've never been to in order to guard the bathroom where Phoebe is shitting their brains out. And I'm like, hey, sorry, my fiance's in it. Sorry, the door doesn't lock. I'm just watching. Sorry. And they're all like, nobody's mad, but they're like, why are you there?
Why am I there?
And so when they eventually make it out, our food is now cold.
Frozen.
Because the minute that our food got to the table is when Phoebe decided to shit. Like, it was quite the experience.
It was terrible.
That was the funniest.
Thank you, Squid Ink. Thank you. I was just trying my best.
The restaurant I worked at, the employee bathroom was like very much inside of the kitchen, so you couldn't have accidentally got there.
That's how it should be.
Because there's like doors to the kitchen. This did not have doors to the kitchen. But it was so funny because in order to get to that horrible bathroom, they had to pass the two normal bathrooms.
Listen.
They ran past them.
I couldn't have known. There was actually no way of knowing. And I did my best. Sorry. That's true. It's a piss theme, you know? Sometimes you gotta.
Yeah, well, what can you do?
Oh my God. It was so terrible. And luckily, you know, I don't think any of those people saw. It was probably honestly more embarrassing for Morgan, who had to be like, hey, sorry, I'm choosing to marry the stupidest person alive. So sorry about that. Sorry.
Oh my God. Kaya Fly, thank you so much.
Oh my God. Kaya Fly, you're too sweet, babes.
Yeah, it was
an experience.
It was something. It was really something.
It's always a time when we go to Alabama.
It's always a time I go anywhere in public with Phoebe, who has an uncontrollable shitter.
No.
Can't be tamed, that one.
Sorry about my butt problems.
You're not sorry. That's okay, though.
No, well, I can't be, because what would I do?
Just be sad.
Yeah.
Be sadsies.
And I am anyway. So, that's true. Morgan is a hero.
It's one of my favorite stories. It was the same day that Phoebe had the fry fiasco.
Which we can't talk about again. The fry fiasco was absurd.
There is not a pee he goes to the butt doctor sub goal. There should be.
I don't have insurance.
They don't have insurance. So if they were to try to go to the butt doctor, it would be $2,000 million.
Yeah.
The fry fiasco? Did you want to talk about it, Phoebe?
We can. I'm so sorry. Red, what happened was I made the mistake of being in the state of Alabama, and it was absurd. So I decided before going to a restaurant, I looked at the ingredients and was like, I will just eat a little bit beforehand.
The ghost people
never responded. I'm heartbroken.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the ghost convention's even happening. I don't know. But they'd not respond. Oh my God, Kaya, you're very sweet. What happened was we're at this very fancy restaurant, which by the way makes no sense because it looked like a Hobby Lobby. It's like shabby chic, like rustic, and everything's like $40 there for no good reason. $40, they did ghost us, plus also tip. And like, oh my God, which is fine, but like, oh my God, it just looks terrible.
Listen, the food
but the
is
servers
delicious.
are in fancy clothes, and it's like the whole place looks like, and shabby chic is fine. It's not, but it's like teal and like rubbed on wood, and then it's like they're in like fancy server outfits. And I'm like, what? Okay.
It's very like farmhouse, but also like the servers aren't dressed fancy, but the way that they talk and like act is fancy.
And the way that they like have like fish nets, like not the sexy kind, but like to catch fish in. It's weird. So anyway, I looked at the menu beforehand and was like, whatever, like I'm vegetarian, but I'm just going to eat like some French fries and then we'll just go get me food somewhere else because Morgan and Blake really want to eat here. Totally fine. But like I was kind of hungry, but not like super hungry. And I was like, whatever, it's not a big deal.
No, because we did talk about it like way before.
Yeah,
and it's
I
like
wasn't
my
stressed out.
hometown. Like we're visiting for me to get food I can't get.
Yeah. So anyway.
It was well discussed before.
Oh my God, it was discussed a lot.
I'm
I wasn't
not the
stressed,
asshole.
I wasn't stressed out about it. None of us is the asshole. But so we're there. We're there at this restaurant, and I am talking to Blake and Morgan. Blake's like, oh, what are you going to get, Phoebe? And I'm like, oh, I'm just going to get French fries. And Blake and Morgan are like, okay, we're going to get a cup of crab soup, and then we're going to get some other fishy thing, and then we're going to get some, like, a gay little snack. I'm like, that's going to be our food. And they're like, disgusting. And I'm like, cool, easy. I'm just getting French fries. So the server comes over, and she's like, oh, what can I get you guys started for appetizers? And I'm like, Blake and Morgan are like, I'll get some crab soup. And then I'm like, I'm just going to get some French fries. And they both turn and look at me. Morgan and Blake, as if I just said I would like to spit on the ground and I'd like you to fry that up as a meal. That's what I'd like to eat. They both look at me and they go, as an appetizer?
It wasn't that bad.
And I go, what? Yeah. Yes, French fries is an appetizer because I have autism and don't understand what's happening. And they're like, no. You want it as a meal. And I go, okay. And they go, that's all you'll be eating is the French fries, right, Phoebe? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, okay, so you don't want it to come out at the same time as our soup, which is an appetizer. You want it to come out with our main courses because your French fries are a main course. And I'm like, no, I'm kind of hungry now, so I think it should just come out with the soup. And it's an appetizer. And they're like, no, you don't. And I'm like, yeah, I do.
We didn't argue.
No, but it was so weird.
It was literally, no. So we're both.
They just kept being like, are you sure? And I was like, I didn't know there was going to be a little test at the fancy restaurant. I don't get it either, not so binary art. It doesn't make any sense. I'm trying to explain it and it still doesn't make any sense.
It's because what Phoebe has left out is before the server got there. Before the server got there, Phoebe and I are like, we're getting crab soup as an appetizer. These things as our main dish. And then I don't know if we're going to get dessert. We'll decide later. And Phoebe's like, okay, I just want I just want French fries.
Yes.
And before the server came over, I said, did you want, like, you're just going to get French fries. You want your French fries as your meal. And Phoebe says, yes, I'm just going to get French fries.
Which is the correct answer. All of that's true.
And so.
All of that's true.
And then it actually ends very sweetly because
it was really cute because the server is essentially like, sorry, why are you just getting French fries? And I was like, oh, they're just like, I'm just autistic. I'm vegetarian, and so there's not anything on your guys' menu, which is like totally not a big deal. Like I can completely understand. And she's like, oh my God, no, like we actually do have a vegetarian menu. I can show you. I was correct. All the things that I did was right. It was that Blake and Morgan, for some reason, thought that I was legally supposed to...
Frank!
Oh
It's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time to meet the Muppets on the Muppet Show tonight.
Thank you so much,
Hello,
Frank.
thank you for rating.
Hello, you're too sweet.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
My name is Morgan. My pronouns are she, her.
My name's Phoebe. My pronouns are they, them.
We are variety streamers on here. I stream by myself 2 days a week. Phoebe streams by themselves 1 day a week, and then we stream together 2 days a week. Right now, we are in the middle of a subathon, and we're actually in the middle of telling a story that was a long story, but
it's a deeply chaotic.
It's a deeply chaotic story. But thank you for being here. We mostly do a lot of chatting streams. We have been playing Kirby in the Forgotten Land lately. A lot of Stardew, and then a lot of crafting streams. Phoebe right now is working on a piece for their art show that they're doing in May in Portland, Oregon. They're going to be around.
They're negative pregnancy tests right now that we're working on. It's been so good. What were you playing, Frank?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for trusting us with your community.
I
You're
know.
Too sweet. Yeah, thanks. I'm really excited.
It'll be nice. It'll be cool.
We're pretty stoked.
If you'd like to share your name and your pronouns in the chat, you can. If you don't want to, that's also good.
We would love to see that. You don't have to share if you don't want to. And if we ever get them wrong, please just correct us.
Amazing, Frank. Love that for you.
Obsessed. Amazing.
People who are here with us, if you don't follow Frank already, they are also a variety streamer.
Oh my gosh.
Very hot, very cool, very fun.
They're so lovely.
Please give them a follow.
Yeah.
A little shout out, a little hang.
A little vibe times.
But yeah, we have been doing.
Do you want to show everybody Muppet Twilight?
Oh, I was going to show them our tattoos actually.
Oh, I don't know if I want them to see the tattoo.
Oh, okay, that's fine. One of the things we worked on today, one of the many things that we've worked on in these 12 hours, is we cast Twilight with Muppets, because that's the kind of thing that we do. So here it is. We have
pretty fun, pretty fresh.
Yeah, we have Muppet Twilight as cast by us.
Yes.
Robert Pattinson will be playing the only human. He will be playing the role of Bella Swan.
Yes.
We think it could be good therapy for Robert. It'll be good for him. Everyone's going to want to see this movie. He's also a great actor. Fans will love him in the role of a regular human woman.
Yes.
And he is perfect for being the only human in a Muppet film. Now, this is Kermit. Oh, hold on. Let me hide us. I forgot. This is Kermit. He'll be playing Edward Cullen. He's the greatest actor of any generation. He has vampire experience. Edward is supposed to be mated with Rosalie, which we'll get into in just a minute. And he will perfectly deliver the line, "You better hold on tight, Spider Monkey."
And then also, we did not edit his vampire teeth. This is from Kermit's previous role as a vampire.
Right. We did add on the hair, though, because we thought it was important.
Yes.
Oh, whoops. I done it again. Oh, my so God. Thank you, Rexy Luther.
You're too sweet.
Hold on. Oh my so God. This is Miss Piggy. She'll be Rosalie Hale. If you're familiar with the franchise, I think you can already understand why she will obviously be played by Miss Piggy. We have Sam Eagle as Charlie Swan. We have Ralph the dog as Jacob Black. I feel like those are both pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, we gave him a gun.
Rizzo the rat will be Emmett Cullen. This is him holding the bag of eggs. Dr. Honeydew is Carlisle Cullen. Beaker will be Esme. This is him in the wig that Esme wears, which I think is beautiful.
Incredible.
Janice will be Alice Cullen. Animal will be Jasper Hare. I think this makes sense for a couple of different reasons. Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
The crotch behind those eggs.
Hey, don't look at the crotch behind the eggs.
Don't worry about the egg crotch. Hey, don't even stress about it.
The eggs, oh my gosh, Emmett is actually holding in the film. That is why. Animal will be played by, Jasper Hill will be played by Animal because they're always worried about Jasper, like, being stressful and, like, eating everyone because he's the most recent vegetarian. James, Victoria, and Laurent will be played by Fraggles because we were technically from a different franchise. Gonzo will be playing Jessica Stanley, which is Anna Kendrick's part. Pepe the King Prawn, Mike Newton. Fozzie as Eric. Scooter as Angela. And that is the perfect casting of Muppet Twilight. Oh, that's so true. They probably would. I bet I could post it.
What's happening?
The Twilight shitposting group.
Oh my God, I bet they'd love it.
It's just that, yeah, it's literally just an accessory to his outfit. And it was like, you know what humans love? To just hold a bag of eggs. And he's like, I'm so human. I totally get it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have hit 111.
Yes.
Which means that we're going to tell embarrassing stories. I have one.
The actor just asked to do it, and the director was like, sure.
Yeehaw.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Tiffy, you're too kind. Thanks, darling. Of course, everyone, take care of yourselves first. That's the most important. We appreciate you. If you'd like to subscribe, don't feel like you got to. It's
Don't
not like
feel like you have to do
It's
anything.
not like a pay to hang vibe.
We just like that you're here. We do this for ourselves.
That's true. So
would you like to tell an embarrassing story first?
I've got it.
I have to think of one.
The most embarrassed that I have been as an adult recently was we went to Marco Polo, which is a restaurant, a little local restaurant. And
oh my
gosh, Frank, you're too
Thank you so much. You're very
Thank
sweet.
you so much. You're too
You're lovely.
sweet.
You're perfect. You're amazing.
You're too sweet. Thank you. You're too kind. We were at Marco Polo, which is a restaurant, and it's like kind of a fancy restaurant. They've got this really fun, like, they got a lot of vegetarian options. They got a lot of like options from like around the world. It's really tasty. So anyway, our person came over to like clean up our dishes, which I always feel so painfully awkward when people come over to like take your plates anyway. Oh my gosh, no, you're a star.
Thanks for hanging out. You were so sweet. Thank you so much for rating.
Thank you so much. You're wonderful. Have a lovely rest. Anytime people come to take plates away at a restaurant, I always feel so awkward because I'm always like, how can I help you as much as possible without making your life harder? And so I just always feel like weird. So I just try. I'm always like stacking and like, okay, and those are for you. So sorry for existing here in this space because of who I am as a person. And the person who was like the taking the plates was not our server. They were like, they couldn't have been
they were like a busboy,
14 years old,
but they literally looked 14.
A very young person, super young. And so I have these like plates that I'm stacking, and I'm like, oh, sorry, thank you so much. And then they're like, I was like, is that? I don't remember what even did I say.
So you were like, you asked like, how should I hand this to you, or something like that, like.
Essentially,
it was something like you asked
something
like, how
to the
can
effect
I best
of like,
help?
how can I help? And they were like, oh, we'll just like put them on top. And I was like, oh, okay. And so I take the plate and put the plate on top of it and then hand it to them because they're very small because they're 14 years old. So I wasn't sure if they could carry all these plates. And so they go, no, I meant put those on top. And it's like the very crumbly ends of crab rangoon pieces.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, when you have a crab rangoon and you eat like the middle part of it and you just have the little crunchies? Is it's just Morgan's little crunchies that are left on a plate. And they wanted me to scoop those up in my hands
and put them in the soup bowl that was on top of their pile.
On top of that. And so I'm like, oh, okay. And so I'm like scooping like crab
as Phoebe's scooping,
chunks.
I'm like, surely that's not what they meant. And then the person is like, looking at Phoebe as if like, obviously.
Expectantly, like I'm being like annoying by not knowing to scoop up the little crab rangoon pieces. And I'm like, okay. And I'm already like afraid of 14-year-olds. 14-year-olds are scary.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, all right. And so I put it there and I'm like, sorry. And they're like, ugh, as they like grab it and like walk away. And so I just sit there and I have autism. So I was like, this is why I don't ever want to go anywhere. To like Morgan and our friends who are there. Listen, it's because they hate themselves, really. Like being 14 is super hard. So like I would never shit on this kid for that. But it was such strange behavior. Oh my golly. And so I literally am like, I don't know what I did wrong. And the whole table's like, baby, that was not you.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
It wasn't you. It was the 14-year-old.
It was so weird, though. I felt so uncomfortable. Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
Norman Hall, you were too kind.
You are so sweet.
Thank you so much. What's your embarrassing story, Morgan?
I really don't know. I've been trying to think.
I think you can show them your tattoo if you want to.
It's not my embarrassing story, though.
No, although it is pretty embarrassing. Everybody look really quick.
Okay, everybody has to look really quick because it's technically not safe for work.
It's Phoebe. Listen, it's art, so I think
Phoebe
it is.
gave it to me.
We had to do Sharpie tattoos. Okay,
and it's just...
Quick, cover them up, quick. Mine. Morgan's actually did a really good job of doing Kermit. There's been a Muppet theme, you know?
He looks good.
Listen, here we are.
I don't know. I can't think of really any embarrassing stories. A little smooch from Pot Pie.
A little smooch from Pot Pie. I think we have exclamation point pot pie if you'd like pot pie's lore. Thank you, Squid Ink, for signing the NDA.
I do have a story where that was like, it was uncomfortable for me, but I wouldn't say it was embarrassing.
I think that counts.
It's not, it is just sweet.
Is it funny?
I think me not knowing what I knew at the time.
You might have, Nissa.
Maybe.
Maybe you have. Nobody tell them.
Here's what happened. Phoebe and I had been dating for like a year and a month. And Phoebe's parents were visiting Walt Disney World for their own 25th anniversary. And they were like, while we're here, like, we'd love to hang out with you. And I was like, well, that's so sweet. Because, like, they don't really know me that well. But, like, you know, like, that'd be great. I'd seen them a couple of times now, like, visiting Phoebe. So, one of the days that I was off, I, like, went with him to Animal Kingdom. And we hung out all day. And
it's if Kirby swallowed Morgan. That's why he has the breasts.
Yeah. You're right. And so we're at Pandora, which is, like, a land in Animal Kingdom. And we're eating in, like, the restaurant in Pandora. And in which case the nipples are allowed. You're right.
There you go. That's
You're
perfect.
so right, upright line.
line. So true, bestie.
So like I am like so nervous because I really want to ask like if it's okay if I propose to Phoebe because we were not engaged yet. And I didn't know already that Phoebe already had an engagement ring, which is so embarrassing for us.
It's pretty embarrassing, yeah. It was pretty early.
But I didn't have that information. And so I am going into this.
What month was this?
It was in December because it was when they were visiting for their anniversary. So we had been dating right at a year.
Yeah.
So you had like you were either just buying the engagement ring.
Yeah.
Because you proposed the following September.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's true. I was in the process of buying because I like had the ring in my possession in January. So yeah.
Yeah.
And I had been like looking for one. Mm-hmm.
So but I didn't have that information.
Yeah.
And so we'd only be dating right at a year, which is embarrassing. But I was like serious, and I wanted your parents to know like, you know, like my intentions with their kid.
Yeah.
And that I was serious. And so like the whole day I was like so sweating and so nervous, and I was like, I'm gonna throw up. And finally, like, I'm like, I feel like at like lunch is like a good time to bring it up because we're like sitting, because I don't feel like it's a conversation we should have like in line somewhere for like, you know, a ride or something. So we're sitting down, and I'm like, I'm nervous just thinking about it. I was like so nervous, and I was like, so there's actually something I wanted to talk to you guys about. And they're like, okay. And I don't know what they thought I was gonna say, but they didn't seem like that surprised, but they were like a little surprised. And so I was like, you know, I just want you to know that like I really care about Phoebe, and like, you know, I really love them, and my intentions are definitely like for this to be like kind of a forever thing. You know, I don't have like an engagement ring or anything like that, but like it's on the horizon and on my mind. Like, you know, I just want to like check in, see if that's okay with you guys. Because I don't want to be like, I'm asking for your permission, because that's not really Phoebe's vibe. But like, I do want to like know how you're feeling.
Yeah.
And I was so nervous that they were going to be like, well, it's a little soon, don't you think? Because they would be right.
Oh, they would never say that.
But they like didn't say anything for what felt like 7 minutes. And I'm sure it was like 30 seconds. And then Dad was like, I think that makes sense, which is like a nice, logical answer.
That's a terrible response, though.
But it wasn't like, I'm so excited. And so I was like, okay. And then Mom was like, we really like you. We would never have gone to Disney World with only one of Phoebe's old like partners. Like, we would never have done this with anyone else they've ever dated. Like, you know, we really like you. And I was like, well, I really like you guys, you know, but I didn't want to be presumptuous or anything. And then Dad said something like, yeah, I have no idea, like, where Phoebe's, like, taste in their other partners was, but I'm so glad that they, like, found you. And I was like, well, thank you. Like, you know, I really love them. And I really love you guys. So, like, you know, thanks for raising them. And, like, thanks for inviting me on this day. But, like, I, you know, want to, like, I didn't want you to be surprised. But I'm an idiot, and they are great actors. Because Phoebe was already buying an engagement ring. And that is information that they were privy to, but I was not.
No, and Dad is honestly, it's really funny because Dad's like the most empathetic person in the world.
I think he was just trying to not.
And so he was just trying to not seem like he was like, oh no, my kid's already planning on proposing to you at some point. Like, he was definitely just trying. It's not a small, well, yeah, a roast against me from Dad, absolutely.
Yeah.
Not a roast of Morgan, but oh my God. That's so funny.
And it was, listen.
I can't believe he said that makes sense.
And I was like,
oh, that's terrible.
I mean, but he was right. So I
Yeah.
was like, that was good. Phoebe proposed first. I wasn't anywhere near, like, getting an engagement ring. Because I didn't have enough money, for sure.
Well, we were spending like $400 every other month to go see the other person.
Congratulations on winning, Owen.
Oh my gosh, congratulations. Yeah, clearly. Oh my
Yeah,
God,
neither of us really had any expendable income.
So funny. Yeah, my parents, it was for their anniversary. And so, because Morgan, like, lived and worked in Florida.
Yeah, so this was in 2018.
Yeah.
So December of 2018, and we got engaged in
Yeah. Well, and if you don't know,
September of 2019.
currently we live in a house with my parents, like, on purpose.
Yeah.
Like, we picked out
We
this
picked
house
out the
together
house with them.
that would have, like, enough space for us to, like, raise a family and have them just be, like, living right upstairs, which is very cool. So it's extra funny.
It was, listen, they were playing it very cool. They played it perfectly cool. I had no idea.
So
But
funny.
I, like, do feel like I'm from the South. I'm from a traditional place.
I think that's the other thing is I bet that they couldn't imagine you asking that question under any circumstances. They played it cold.
Well, and now that I know them long enough, like Phoebe's parents, if they hated me, they wouldn't have told me.
No, that's
now they
true.
wouldn't have hung out with me in Disney World. That is true.
Yeah.
They would have just been like, "Oh, we'd rather like be alone, like because it's our honeymoon." But like, thanks for thinking of us or something like that.
My parents are really supportive, which is very sweet. But
Listen.
yeah, it's like almost not to like a fault sometimes.
No, but
like,
there have been people that other people have dated
that's true.
that Phoebe's parents didn't like, and they never expressed anything until after they broke up.
I
And
think
it's
we can
because
say-
they're smart enough to be like, if we say we don't like them, you're gonna want to date them harder.
Yeah.
And they are right.
Yeah.
But like, I was like, oh, when so and so was dating so and so, did your parents like say that they didn't like them?
Yeah.
And then Phoebe was like, oh no, they didn't mention it. Like, really?
Well, no, because like you can't, you can't tell your kid, hey, this person is stressful and you shouldn't marry
Hello,
them.
Dad. Were you listening?
Hi.
I wasn't.
He brought Bobby.
He brought Bobby.
He has brought Bob.
We were just talking about you.
Go on.
Uh-oh.
Share with the class. Morgan was talking about when she said she was gonna propose to me. When she announced that to you.
Oh. He's like, here, you want to get close to the camera? Is that? There we go. He's very excited.
He's being a little handsome Bob.
He's very excited.
He's being very sweet.
Sweet baby boy. Did you want me to hold him and show the friends? Because they're gonna want to see him more. I promise.
Sure. Are you
Hi,
sleepy, Dad?
baby. Oh, sleepy Bobby.
He was sleepy.
He's a loose boy.
He
He's
was flipping people off upstairs, and I said that you and him were synced.
He's a sack of potatoes, baby.
Look at his gay little hand.
Yeah. Bob, your little paws smell good.
Oh, did you want to give him one of his treats?
Oh, we should.
You just have to. Thanks.
We got him from Life Source. They gave us merch.
Yeah, is he allergic to anything?
Bob?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Just haters.
Just haters, says Dad.
You know.
Well,
Need help with.
Yeah, we just have to. Oh no.
Is it stuck?
Yeah, we just have to make it look like we're opening it for the first time later on. Hold on, Bobby.
no one is listening.
Oh.
They're weird little treats we got from the
Wildcat
local grocery
Will you
store.
open this?
Oh, thanks.
He's rumbling so hard.
Here, I'm gonna open it like in a way that hopefully when we take it out later, it'll look like
It'll look like
it's never been opened. Okay. I really don't want to touch these.
No, I will do it, baby. It's okay. It's okay.
Taste of the wild. What do you think, Bob? Oh goodness, yeah, he kind of prefers to eat from a.
Oh, he loves it.
Well, I'll.
Oh,
Little
where'd
ASMR.
it go?
Little ASMR.
Where'd it go?
I think it might have gone.
Did you want it, buddy? Here,
Is
look.
this it?
Yes. Oh my god.
No? With the one from Phoebe's hand?
Go ahead.
Oh, yummy. You just
Yum.
swallowed it. Just gonna swallow it, bud.
You've got another one, sir. See?
It's like, I don't know. I'm busy. I'm busy hanging out with Scream.
Okay, there you go.
Okay.
A celebrity.
You catch that there's vegetable lasagna ready?
Oh no!
Fuck it up.
Homemade vegetable lasagna, you know.
In the oven?
Oh
Amazing.
yeah, the pre one.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thanks, Dad.
You want to run and grab, dinner for your...
I was gonna say we'll grab some.
We will
and
in
come
just a
back.
second.
He's so handsome.
Don't close his head in there.
Yeah, don't.
He's trying to lick it. Listen, Bob, he's funny. He's a funny guy.
That's my. Oh my gosh! Thank you so much. That's
You're too
my.
kind.
That's my embarrassing story. It was not embarrassing so much as nerve wracking.
Listen, That's so funny, though.
Okay, 120 is never have I ever with Chad.
Ooh.
I did it again.
How so? What does that mean?
What I've been doing is, in the past when we played it, is I've, like, Googled never have I ever's, and then, like, I will do 1 minute polls on, like, I have done this or I have not done this.
Oh, okay. Okay. I can
So I'm going to do unusual never have I ever's.
Okay.
Let's see. Hmm. 301 best never have I ever's.
Ooh.
We're not doing that many.
No.
Okay, let's see. Oh, the first one is never have I ever laughed so hard I peed my pants.
Ah, well,
Hold on.
I have. Well, I guess, I don't know, I was falling at the same time. Weak pelvic floor girlies, rise up.
Okay. How much pee? Any pee counts.
Yeah, if you pee a little, then that counts also.
And I'm making that, the options are I have done this or I have not done this.
Cool. I feel like that's clear.
And each one's only going to be 1 minute. Okay.
Peed.
The first one is laugh so hard that I peed myself. I have done that.
I have done that.
Only a little bit, but yes.
Absolutely, I've done that.
Oh, it's my phone.
I know, what was your little tinkling noise?
Me coming up the
Strange.
thing. I have done that.
It's regular behavior.
Let's see.
If you haven't done it, that's also okay.
Yeah. I have done this is winning at 71%.
I would never try to peer pressure you into pissing your pants, but it is it is normal and okay if you have either of those responses.
As a sign of dominance.
I would never try to piss pressure you into pissing.
Someone said, I voted no, but I meant yes. I forgot it happened after top surgery. Hey, it's probably dangerous to laugh too hard after top surgery.
Listen, probably.
Don't watch any funny things.
Yeah, somebody call Owen.
Call Owen, make sure he's okay. Okay, gone to the bathroom outside. Now,
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to amend this and say gone to the bathroom outside when I technically didn't have to.
Oh.
Because
what
I
on
feel
earth
like-
does that mean?
I feel like if you are camping
Oh, no.
and you, like, have to because, like, you knew you were signing up for that, that doesn't count. That's not very spicy.
What if you were in like a road trip? Because like I peed in a Trenta cup that one time. Does that count?
I think that counts. Because you didn't knowingly enter that situation knowing you would have to pee outside.
Oh, okay.
Whereas, like, I feel like when you go camping, you knew that you were going to be peeing outside, like, the whole time. Does that make sense?
Okay. Seems like a lot of stipulations on this one.
Well, it's because I think everybody would just say, yes, I've done that. If it was just normal. Like, everyone's peed outside at least once.
Okay.
But, like, I've only done it once, and it was in a situation... I would say other than camping. Yeah, other than camping.
That seems like a more reasonable. That makes sense to me.
Owen says laughing has been good. Laughter is the best medicine.
That's true.
So they say.
It's my tummy growling. Sometimes it goes.
It sounded like.
Yeah. He's telling a little story. Sometimes he's got to sing about his day.
Phoebe's newest thing is when I catch them tooting. I go, "Are you tooting?" And they go, "No, I was just singing."
That's true.
And it's always funny. Peed in the middle of a field under the moonlight.
Romantic. Yeah, one time I had to pee so bad, and Morgan said that if I peed in the car, I said I couldn't pee in the car on a Trenta cup, like in a Trenta cup, because
because they didn't want to take their ass out in the car.
No, it wasn't that. It was because I was afraid I would fill up the Trenta cup. I would overflow the Trenta cup with pee. I would overflow it. And so I went outside and I brought the Trenta cup with me. And I filled it all the way up. And I guess what I should have also brought was my phone so I could take a picture and say, see, it wouldn't be safe to have this amount of liquid in a cup inside of the car.
Okay, let's see.
But Morgan didn't believe me.
I still don't believe you. I think you're being over exaggerating.
I'm being just exactly telling the true thing. But that's okay.
Let's see.
My wife doesn't trust me.
Uh,
I am your mama.
accidentally set something on fire. I've definitely done that.
I'm sure I have.
I've absolutely done that. It wasn't technically my fault, but I did watch it happen and I said nothing because I had no idea what we were supposed to do next.
What was happening? Tell that story.
Y'all don't get the Trenta P?
I sure do. The Trenta piss.
Depends on who is asking. Are you a cop?
No.
My own hair.
Cops are bastards, so there is that. What did you set something on fire, Morgan?
I was on like, I don't know if it was a date. We were like hanging out, me and this girl, and she invited me to her apartment. We worked at the same restaurant, and I went to her apartment. We were like cooking. We had like a breakfast date before we both had to work later. And she was cooking bacon, and we were like both like in charge of both things. And it was like cooking for too long, and it was like a grease fire. And then I was like, I don't know what you were supposed to do. And it turns out you were not supposed to put water on it. That will make it worse. And then we threw a wet towel on it, and it worked. But it was very small, so nothing really happened other than like behind her stove got like a little black. So it was not that bad.
What is happening?
I only do things on purpose. It was scary. Luckily, it was fine. Let's see. Never have I ever accidentally said a secret too loud. I have done this, but in my defense, I did not know it was a secret.
What was the secret? Can you tell us?
I've done it several times, but I would say the funniest one, like that no one's feelings got hurt or anything, which not that I've ever done anything where anyone like cried or anything. But when I was working at that restaurant that I worked at in college, I was like, I had just started. I was not yet like a server. I was just a hostess, and someone showed up for a party, and like it was a boy and a girl, like boyfriend, girlfriend. The guy is like, oh, we have friends already in there. And like the thing at Bluegill, a restaurant I worked at, is like, they want it to be like as hospitable as possible. So we're supposed to be like, oh, like, what's the name? I can take you there. Because like they want it to be like, they don't want anyone walking by themselves because they think it's nicer if they don't walk by themselves. Anyway, so the guy was like, oh, I think it's under like Austin or whatever. And I was like, oh my God, the birthday party in the back? Yeah. And it was a surprise birthday party. And that's not my fault.
Did they tell you?
No.
That's on
I
them.
just showed up for work. It's the only reason I even knew where it was is because I had just taken someone else there.
That's not on you. That's not on you at all.
I visited Costa Rica for study abroad once, and we were cooking potatoes, and there was a paper towel on the tray, and I accidentally got too close to the gas stove, and it caught fire.
Oh, no.
No. Some lady come over and put it out with her bare hands.
Oh!
Why whisper when shout is more fun? Literally.
Sorry.
I was like, oh my God, everybody's having such a good time at this birthday party. And the guy was like, it's not a birthday party. And I was like, yeah, it is.
Okay, that's a little on you.
And he was like, I don't think so. And I was like, maybe it's not them then. And it's like, it's just that guy, they just should have told me.
Yeah.
That it was a surprise.
That's so funny.
Let's see.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, never have I ever trespassed.
I don't think I have.
I don't think I have either. I'm trying to think
I'm kind of
if I've been
famously good at
anywhere.
two-shoes.
Yeah. That, like, I technically wasn't supposed to be. I mean, I've been, like, at the school, like, at the high school, like, after hours or whatever. I've also, like, technically been at my college, like, after hours when no one's supposed to be there. But that's not really trespassing.
I don't think I have. I don't really live life dangerously.
Toilet papering the high school count? Let's say sure.
I would say probably, yeah. That sounds like an
if you
act.
if you've trespassed.
Have you trespassed?
I was like, who hasn't? Just as someone said you hadn't. If you think, if I said it and you said I think I have, then I think that counts.
Yeah, that's true.
One of them is never have I ever had a crush on someone in this room. No. Okay, let's see. Wait, where'd it go? Used a fake ID. I have not done this.
I've not done that.
I've not done this,
Was this written by a cop?
this is the ones for teenagers. They're broken up into sections. So I did some from the family, I did some from the kids, and now I'm doing the ones from teenagers.
Okay.
Oh, I know what the next one is. I'm too chicken to do that. I have not done it, but I would have. It's just that I didn't have access to an ID that looked like mine.
I haven't done it, and I wouldn't, but that's only because I'm not a cool guy. So.
No, unless a zoo season ticket counts. I don't like drinking that much. That's fair. You're also 21 now, so I didn't have a reason to use a fake ID. Yeah, when I drank before I was 21, which I would never do, but when I did, I just had someone buy it and we drank at someone's house. So, like...
We should probably be careful about terms of service.
No. I don't think I will. All right, new poll. This is never have I ever catfished someone. And I technically have, in the sense that I created a fake account and pretended to be friends with people, but I wasn't going, created a fake account for it to be my boyfriend.
Oh, you were trying to catfish yourself.
I was my own catfish.
I'm my own catfish.
And I'd never seen the show Catfish or anything, so I didn't know it was like a phenomenon. But I did know, I didn't want people reverse Google image searching the photo of the boy that I used to be my fake boyfriend. So I took a photo and then I put a filter on it. And I was like, now they'll never know.
It was you as a boy?
No, my God. It was, I typed in emo boy.
Oh, and then you put a filter on emo boy.
Yeah, and then I put a filter.
Okay. I thought you were saying you took a photo and I was like, that's kind of fruity.
I haven't done this, but I had a friend who did it and pretended to be some guy and also pretended to date me and cheat on me with herself. Middle school was a weird time. Isn't middle school so weird?
Nissa, are you good? That's so much. Oh my golly.
Most people have not done it.
That's absurd.
Let's see.
Call Neve. Because that's a web of lies that someone weaved.
Oh, fake cried to get what I wanted? In a malicious way, that it's mean? No. But I did do this in college to be like, I'm so sorry I haven't turned in my assignment. I'm really going through it. And what I was going through was drinking and partying too much.
It do be like that.
That's what I was going through. That's why I didn't do my homework assignment.
I'm sure I did as a child. I'm trying to think if
I do that anytime I'm pulled over.
I'm
too scared when I get pulled over. Does on accident count?
Sure.
No.
Oh, no. It doesn't.
You can't cry on purpose on accident. I probably have.
By being emotionally immature. It do be like that.
I don't think it counts if it's as a kid.
Yeah, that's fair, 7. That's completely valid. I cry when I'm overwhelmed. I have too many feelings and then I cry. You know?
And then gaslit the shitty person believing I did and got an A. Listen, good for you.
Does the pea stick one read at all?
It does to me, but I'm very familiar with pregnancy tests.
Yeah.
I cry when I'm too sleepy tired. Okay, let's do 3 more. Okay. Let's see. Dated a coworker.
I'm married to a coworker.
Well, only now.
That's true.
I think the answer is technically no.
I think no. I've definitely wanted to date a coworker before.
Yes. That's not the same, though.
No.
I think technically no. Phoebe and I both worked at Disney World, but we didn't work in the same location.
Oh, yeah, that's true. We weren't coworkers.
Yeah. Also married to a coworker we met, started dating at work. I did. Please don't.
I don't think it's always a terrible idea, but I think it's probably usually a terrible
I think
idea.
after 25, you should be able to tell whether it's a good or a bad idea. I work at a college where my partner got a temporary promotion to my boss, and then we had to tell the president of the college.
Oh, no.
One of my favorite leaders from Disney started dating someone who was just like a regular cast member under her, and they both had to like tell the person in charge. I think they actually got found out first, but they had to get moved to other locations. And now I think neither of them work for the company anymore.
They're still dating though, right?
They're married now.
See? That's when it's a good idea.
People were like, that's so shady, but one of them was 30 and the other one was 32. And I was like, people who are 30 aren't dating coworkers to like be spicy.
No.
Like they're really into each other if they're doing that.
Yeah.
Never have I ever drunk dialed someone. I have done this.
I have not.
That makes sense though.
I've not been drunk that many times, truthfully.
It's because you're always like, I think I'm drunk, and I'm always like, not always, because this doesn't happen anymore.
Not in a really long time.
Yeah,
no.
but I'll be like, how many have you had? And you'll be like, 2.5. That's the most I've ever had.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'll be like, okay, I don't think you're drunk, but it sounds like this may be the drunkest you've ever been. I drunk called my mom.
I love my mom so much.
That's
Oh my
so
God.
cute,
That's
though.
really cute.
Okay, let's see. One more. I'm gonna make it a good one.
Okay. Yeah, I just always have terrible bowel movements the next day, and then also Morgan does not drink, and so I don't like have a reason to. Also, our friends are like, don't really drink. What do you thinky?
I'm gonna do. Tried to get someone's attention by doing something stupid.
Morgan has. Morgan
And it
definitely
worked.
has.
And now we're married. So
It did not work.
It did work.
It made it so
Let
I
the record show
didn't pursue you for a very long time.
that it did work.
You silly woman. You silly, silly, silly.
Okay, the
silly
last
woman.
one is never have I ever done something stupid to get someone's attention. I have done that.
I'm sure I have, but I can't think of a specific situation. Let me think.
I mean, I'm a Leo, so yes. Is the attention romantic? No, I guess it doesn't have to be.
Any kind of attention. Morgan's was romantic attention,
Yes.
but it does not have to
That's
be.
the only way I flirt. Someone once told me they liked my friend to make me want to date them, and it always works. Let the record show, it always works.
I don't think that works. If the person you're into has autism, it'll be confusing for them to see you express that you have interest in someone else.
We're married,
Oh my God.
so it worked.
Morgan specifically had this boy that I knew that she had a crush on previously, like, come to my work, and they, like, took pictures, like, right outside of where I worked and then posted them on Instagram. And Morgan was like, to make them jealous. And I was like, oh, I guess she's really into him. Okay, whatever. That's fine.
It all worked out.
We didn't date for, like, months
I'm
later.
the mastermind of my own destiny.
We didn't date for a very long time because of that. And we could have dated so much quicker. Because I was like, I guess she doesn't like me that much.
You didn't even think I liked you at all.
Well, that's true.
Because you thought that I was into your roommate.
Well, that's true.
And
No, it wasn't at that point that I thought you were into my roommate. Because it wasn't until, like, months later that you were at my apartment so much.
Jealous, bro. That's unsavory.
That's what I'm saying.
I thought it would work. And it did.
Silly. It didn't. We ended up together despite you being silly. I am your mom.
I'm not even friends with that person anymore, which sucks because we were good friends, but it's not my fault. I did everything I could.
Yeah, that was a weird situation.
It was not, I am not the reason that we're not friends.
Yeah.
Sometimes people start to date someone else, and then that person is like, you can't have any friends anymore.
Sometimes they're like, you can't have friends that are a different gender than you, and that's why it's hard to have friends that are straight.
That is so true.
Honestly, because I feel like gay people don't be doing that as
No,
much. And some of them
not
do.
Typically.
You know, sometimes
I mean,
there
I guess that's true.
are
Not the people we
stressful
hang out with.
relationships that are, yeah.
I just don't understand when people are like, yeah, I got married, so now I can't have friends anymore.
It's so important to have friends.
Because I'm friends with so many people that I like used to have crushes on, and now I don't.
Yeah, Morgan's high school sweetheart is like one of our favorite people in the world.
Yeah. I pretended to be half human, half vampire princess because the guy I liked thought he was a werewolf and believed I was this half princess. Hey.
Obsessed with that. Obsessed with that.
That's so much.
That's hilarious. Nissa, you're the same person whose friend was catfishing you, right?
Yeah.
Oh my golly. Seems as if you've had a lot going on.
Say more immediately.
Please. That's incredible. I love when children just lie. That's so funny.
I've crushed on almost every friend I've ever had in the beginning. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nisabel, was this also in middle school?
I think that if you are demisexual or autistic or have ever thought that you were bisexual or are bisexual, you're way more likely to have had crushes on people who are your friends.
Yeah. I think it's also, like, we don't have the right word for, like, friend crush, but I feel like when you're first becoming friends with someone and you vibe really well,
yeah,
and you still get, like, nervous when you're first hanging out, like...
It's still, like, chemistry, but it's just, like, a different kind of chemistry than, like, sexy chemistry.
Yes.
And I think some people think that that's always sexy, and it's not.
It's not.
And it's, yeah.
Yes, I am Pan.
And I love that.
And I love that for you.
And I love it.
A little friend crush. Sometimes you simply have to have a crush on your friend.
That's true.
Are you going to go get us lasagna?
Oh, yep. I can do that. Okay, so here's where I think I'm afraid we've lost the plot here, okay? I'll go ahead through. So this is obviously, yes, truly happy sugar honey, cute. We've got a clear blue, classic clear blue pregnancy test. Wow, it really does not want to focus. Come on, buddy. Work with me. Work with me. Work with me. Okay, well, it's not, I guess it's not going to happen, but those are two different colors. Maybe if I hold it way back here. No, it's even worse. Oh, it's a little better, but you can't see. That's okay, never mind. I'm afraid the one that's like an open P cap one isn't like readable. Maybe if I trimmed it, because I feel like the back side of it is pretty crisp. So maybe if I like shave this one.
I think these might be ones that you should shave.
Yeah.
Because I think when they're smaller, it's hard for them to read as curly. Like when they're curly.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, maybe I'll just shave all these boys.
Remember when you made your first one and you were like, I made it backwards?
Yeah, I did.
The person who said a second ago, Demi dash ace. I thought you said Demi race, and I thought you were trying to say like demisexual but fast. And I was like, that's not one I've heard before. And then I was like, I'm behind the times.
Quickly demisexual.
Yeah, but it turns out I just can't read.
Oh my god.
Oh, they're getting our lasagna. Thank you. I just can't read. Sometimes it's a little treat you just simply don't read. And you don't have to. When you're sexy, you don't have to read. I don't know. I've always flirted with everyone all the time. That's just who I've always been. I think it's not always, I guess, after like 22, after I moved out of my parents' house, because it was like, I'm not like conventionally attractive. I'm like attractive to gay people, you know what I mean? And so then it was like, I might as well flirt with these like blonde, hot, straight men, because it turns out it's very easy to bag them if you really want to. So when I was going through my college phase of meeting a lot of people, I was like, what do I have to lose? And it turns out, nothing. And it was, it was the best couple of years of a bit. It's true, Dorian. I'm not afraid. I'm not sad. I like being most attractive to gay people. That's what I want. That's my goal. I'm not doing what I'm doing for straight people. That would be not for me. Ah, yes, meeting people. I love it. It's what I miss the most about going to bars. Like, I really miss, like, I don't know. I loved, like, pre-COVID, obviously. Pre-Phoebe. I loved, like, meeting strangers and, like, kissing strangers and, like, dancing with strangers and, you know, having a grand old time. I love being like, I'm not afraid of what's going to happen because I won't see this person ever again. It was a different time. I am, like, in my most comforting when I know nobody. Because I'm like, time to be the star of the show. In a sexy way. I wouldn't say that. I would say I am a pro at being like, are you good? How are you feeling? And I would say that I was less concerned about some of the other things, which is not smart. I also was the kind of person who would dance with a stranger but go home with a friend that I already knew, if you know what I mean. So I would probably not write a book. I don't think anyone would want to read it. I would be like, here's how I lost my virginity. Here's how I lost my penal virginity, I guess. I had a crush on a friend for a really long time. We were out drinking till 4 a.m. We made out at that bar, which we had done before, but we really did. And then I said, why don't you come to my house? What's the worst that could happen? And we're still friends, so it's fine. But, you know, what can you do? Sorry. I didn't have a better word. I'm really curious about, I think something that's really interesting that I think not enough people talk about when it comes to, like, wanting to be a parent, is I'm so excited to have a baby. Like, whenever we get pregnant, I'm super excited for, like, newborn stuff. I'm really excited for toddler stuff. And then, like, I'm also excited for, like, you know, our 9-year-old and our, like, 11-year-old. And I'm really excited when we have, like, a 20-year-old who's like, I think I'm in love. And we're like, okay, let's talk about it. You know, what are you feeling? Why don't you guys try moving in together? If it doesn't work out, you can always come back here. You know, how do they treat you? Like, I'm excited for all of that. And I do think it'll be an interesting time when our kid is like, well, what were you doing at 19 to 22? And me and their father will have vastly different answers. Because we were doing different things. It will be fun. And it will be scary, but it will be fun also. But, you know, that'll be nice. Boinking everything, dear. Here's the best condoms. Here's how you can get tested safely. Please do it often. Make sure you shower and pee right after. I have that exact experience. My dad only ever dated my mom. My mom dated lots. Exactly, Mollusk by the Bay. I think it'll also be like, it'll be really interesting because I feel like we're on opposite spectrums of a lot of things. Condoms will be so futuristic then. I'm sure there's going to be condoms where, like, as soon as you put them on, they'll, like, turn a certain color if, like, it tests positive for, like, something. But, like, I guess in theory, you have to have things to test and not just, like, skin contact. So I don't know. Oh, are we sharing?
No, just for you. It's White Sauce lasagna.
Oh.
If I have that much dairy on my period, I'll die.
It'll be, hey, this is a long fork. So this is like chicken pot pie?
No, it's lasagna.
I don't think it is if it's white sauce and there's like vegetables in it. Yeah, this is strange. It's basically chicken pot pie. They don't want to hear it. Long fork. Look how long it is. That's so long. So Dad makes vegetarian lasagna, which is what I was picturing. And this is good, but this is not that. Yeah, I feel like it tastes like veggie pot pie. Dad makes vegetarian lasagna, which is regular lasagna, except instead of real meat, it's vegetarian meat. But it is exactly like regular lasagna in every other way. That's true, but that's the only difference. There is pasta in it. It is really good. Mom got it at, I think, like Costco or something. I've dated tons of people. My fiance has only ever dated me. Now, I haven't dated that many people. I'd like to be clear. It is good. It's not dating that I was just talking about. Phoebe's dated more people than me, I think. Because I've dated, the first person I dated, Harley, Lydia, Trey, and then you.
Yeah.
People where I was, like, talking to them and we spent time together.
I think technically I've only had one other, like, adult relationship.
Hey, that's not what I asked.
Well, but, like, I wouldn't say that I was dating.
In middle school and high school?
What? No. Are you counting Lydia, who's beautiful? Are you counting high school?
Yeah, I started in middle school.
You're counting that as dating?
Yes. That's what I'm saying. You've dated more people than me.
No. Just for a longer period of time. I had one super emotionally abusive boyfriend in high school for like 2.5 years. But just that one person. Nobody else. Yeah.
I only dated Lydia in high school. And then I only dated Trey in college.
Yeah. So I only dated stressful person and then legally only dated stressful other person. Not that something else was illegal, just that there was other people who I, like...
Yeah, legally was a terrible word to
That
use.
was a terrible word to use. I mean, like... I don't even know. Like, on paper, there was somebody who I, like, had a showmance with that was, like, a very, like, treacherous showmance. Brady Vernon. If you know him, that's his real name. Officially is the word that I mean. Yeah. I'm sure that he wouldn't say that we dated. We were in a show together where we had a sex scene. And I was 19 years old and had adult braces. And he was 23. And very handsome and great at kissing.
He's vegan.
Yeah, he was vegan to be a CrossFit Nike boy. Which is a red flag. Veganism, not always a red flag. If you follow, I'm vegan for muscle mass building reasons, that's a red flag. He was really good at kissing. Sorry. He was also, like, absurdly hot. Like, that continues to be true.
Was he a fireman, though?
No.
Wow.
No, he was an idiot. Not like a PETA vegan at all. He was like, if people kill animals, I don't really give a shit. So kind of the opposite of that.
He wasn't like a bad person though, right? Just not for you.
I don't know. He was like, he was kind of pushy in a time when I didn't realize that pushiness was something that's like not fucking cool.
Yeah.
And I was 19 and he was 23. So I would say that looking back on it, I have very rancid vibes about that man. But at the time, I thought that he was great. He also, like, we would have a lot of, like, long car conversations together. Like, very, like, late at night. Literally, like, not like boning or anything.
No,
just, like, chatting. Yeah. And, like, I don't know. I was just, like, I think it's hard. I met him when I had, like, just been diagnosed with having anxiety, and he was like, oh, I used to have really bad anxiety when I was, like, 19. No, definitely. Oh my God, I'm 25. I wouldn't date anyone younger than probably 23.
Yeah, I don't even think you're dating someone 20.
No, that's true.
You're lying.
I don't know, but anyway, he just really got me, and he was like, "Oh, like you're like the funniest person I've ever met," and he just like really like swept me off my feet, and we like made out in a show together, but it had to be a secret because the director had a crush on him also, and she was 28, which is much more age appropriate for a 23-year-old. But even then, I would never fucking date a 23-year-old at 28.
No, I wouldn't. But some people would, I guess.
Which is fine. Not against the law.
No, it's not.
He was an emotionally immature
It's
child.
more about, I was going to say, it's more about the person, what you're looking for.
And so I, like, spent the night at his house a couple times, and we just kind of, like, made out. And I was kind of like, right, so, like, I'm 19 and haven't done a lot of things, and I'm not planning on doing them when you won't, like, officially be dating me. But he, like, let me wear his, like, hoodie. And then he essentially, like, broke it off with me because he was getting back together with his ex-girlfriend that he'd been on a break from. He was like, I have to go to a wedding that Sarah's at. And I was like, don't go. And he was like, I have to. And I'm going to see her there. And then they definitely boned at the wedding, like, for sure. I essentially got out of him.
Are they
which is
married?
fine. I don't know. I have no idea. But it was, like, so much drama. And then we had to go on a camping trip together.
Why?
It was our cast party. It was a camping trip at the beach.
That's horrible.
It was terrible. I cried myself to sleep.
Why would they do
in
that?
the cold? I don't know. Laura's the one who planned it. She's the one who had a crush on him.
Yeah, it sounds like she wanted to bone
Our
him.
wedding planner.
Fine.
Yeah.
But
Well, he was dating Sarah at that time.
being 19
It was
also,
terrible. I would never be 19 again. 19 is the 15 of adulthood, and it's
is.
fucking brutal. Oh my god. If you're 19 right now, first of all, don't tell me because I don't say that you're 19 in the chat because it's a very young age to be and it doesn't feel like it, but it was just so bad.
Didn't you have some good ghost sex that one time though?
That's true.
Yeah, does that count?
Sure did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Currently 20 and it's still hell.
Yeah. In a perfect world, nobody would be saying their age if they're under like 23 in the chat.
Yeah.
Just because we don't want folks like swooping up. Thank you. Sorry, Seven. Appreciate you. I appreciate y'all.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say like, well, I guess I do have a story similar to that. But before, what I was gonna say was like the boy that I dated in college, I really thought we were gonna get married. I was like, we're so in love. We're so meant for each other. I was still like believing in God and he was gonna be a priest. So it was perfect.
That's so romantic.
Yeah. He and I had like extremely similar humor. And like we really got along and I like was myself like much more than I had been with just about anyone that
How
I
long
had
did
like
you two date for?
6 months.
Oh yeah, me and Brady was like, I don't even know, 2 months, 3 months. Go ahead though.
And my parents absolutely adored him. His parents really liked me. We were like very sweet. Anyway, and then he like kept, the only thing is like a couple months into us dating, we like kept like almost having sex, but I wasn't ready to have sex. And he had already had sex before, but was like, you know, godly. And so he was like, I really don't want to do that. Like, you know, I think we should not do that. And I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. I'm not really ready to do that anyway. Like, I'm cool with basically everything else though. That's how I'm feeling. And he was like, I don't think we should do anything. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I can not do those things. That is totally cool. And then every time we hung out, we would, you know, like do stuff like you do when you're, you know, 19 and 22 or whatever, 19 and 21. And then he would be like, oh, like, I'm just like always lusting after you. And it's like really something I need to work on. And I was like, okay, like, you know, if you're feeling convicted about that, like, that is so fair. Like, you know, if you want, if you want, like, we can talk about it more, pray about it more, like, you know, whatever, like, let me know. And then instead of like actually talking about it, we would just like, I don't know. And I personally like didn't care if we were doing stuff. I knew where my boundary was and I felt very comfortable being like, hey, if you try to push that boundary, I'll leave.
That energy from him is so stressful though to me as a third party person.
That is fair, but you didn't grow up in religion. So like,
No,
it is
that's
just
very
very
true.
standard for people who grow up in religion for him to be like that. Anyway, and then when we eventually broke up, it was the first day of Tech Week for the worst show I have ever been in. It was awful. We were there till like 2 a.m. every night, and it was an awful show. And then he broke up with me at the beginning of that week, and we had 2 classes together, so we still had to see each other all week. And he said that he was breaking up with me because he really felt like the Lord wanted him to be like single and like working on like his own like lust, and like he'd also been watching like pornography and was feeling really guilty about that, which is like, again,
not our journey.
No, it's not. The way that I feel about, the way I've always felt about religion is still like how I feel about like anything that like you should or shouldn't be doing, like within reason, obviously. But it's like if you personally feel like you should not be doing that thing, there are people who don't enjoy adult content because they just don't enjoy it. Not because they think it's wrong for other people to, but it's like it either makes them feel weird or it just doesn't make them feel H-word.
That's how I feel.
Then like it's fine, don't watch it.
Yeah.
It's a personal choice.
I would never be like, no one should watch adult content.
Exactly.
That's not
and
fair.
I think that's how Christians should be. So like I know Christians who don't rail until they get married, but they don't care if other people do. They are like, it's a personal choice for me. And that's how it should be. But anyway, so he broke up with me. And then like a week later, he was dating this other girl who I know would have sex with him, which is interesting. But what is fun is that they also broke up, and she and I are like very fun, like internet friends. And she is like very sweet, actually. But yeah, that was like the most similar-ish thing that I went through. Where it was like...
That was like your adult relationship, though.
Yeah.
Other than... Yeah. Me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you were thinking other than the fireman.
No, that is not what I was thinking.
Or one of our mods.
No.
I won't talk about the ghost sex. I don't have to.
You don't have to.
Just because you type it a lot doesn't mean I have to talk about it.
Yeah.
I agree, Abby. That's a vibe for sure.
18 and 22 is still baby adult. You're like the unpaid intern of adults.
Yes, it's brutal. Yeah, my like one like adult relationship that I had, it was just something else.
I wouldn't call it adult.
No, but like we were both like grown.
Yeah.
But I was 19 and they were 23, turning 24, and I was turning 20. Which is, listen, that's just like a difficult gap for a couple of reasons. And there's a reason that people their own age weren't dating them, but they weren't identifying as non-binary at that time, which I will now use the correct pronouns for them, but I do think it's relevant to our dating experience because I came out to them as non-binary and they just like kept calling me their girlfriend and like never used they them pronouns for me, which wasn't cool at all. I don't know. You mean? No, you're perfect, Krista. Don't worry, baby. Don't worry at all.
It was, yeah.
But we dated for like, it was a lot.
How long did y'all date?
Not long.
It doesn't feel like
Well,
long.
the problem is that we dated for like 3 months, and then I was the one who was younger. And so I felt comfortable and fine being like, well, we could just still spend time together if you wanted.
Right.
And so we did for an extended period of time. And so I think that they felt like they had this, like, I don't know. But we actually got together when they were in the midst of a divorce because they were raised Mormon. So the first person I ever had sex with was married at the time. But like only legally.
Owen does have stressful ex stories.
Oh no.
I'm not sure if you don't have to share anything.
No,
Owen,
you don't have to.
But later, if you would like to share with Phoebe, you can. on Instagram.
So it was a lot to be going on. It was so much. And then they just like, after we broke up, I don't know, I broke up with them because I was like, I feel like you want me to be like a wife. And like, that's not what I am. I am 19. And they were like, no, I would never ask you to like act like that or be like that. I just like want somebody to be there when I get home to my apartment. And I just like love having someone to cuddle. And I was like, sounds like you need a dog.
Yeah.
Not me. I feel like you're doing a lot of like relying on me emotionally right now. It was so much. It was so much. And they were in like a really dark place, which was fine. But I was like, I'm 19.
No, they needed therapy.
I can't
They
hold
still
that.
probably need therapy.
So the way that them being raised Mormon does make a lot of sense. And so they
need a fish.
the way that they like categorize that relationship is that like I at 19 years old was taking advantage of them and their body because we continued to fool around after they broke up. And I was like, I don't think so. Yes, Maddie. And they were so rude too. Like they got so snotty and weird when I was finally like, oh, I don't really want to like bone anymore because you're clearly weirdly attached to me and keep on making jokes about me maybe getting pregnant, which is not a joke that would ever be okay to say. Oh, I'm sorry, friends. Hello for the vibe check. It was a lot, but it's fine. I mean, it was fine. It doesn't feel like a stressful story to me. Yeah. I appreciate y'all.
Yes.
Sorry. If it feels trauma dumpy, then I'm backing up a little bit. It was just a wild time. No, oh my God, no. And it's like literally completely fine. It just was like, that's, I feel like that's what being 20 is like.
I feel like I know
like,
everyone who has
whoa.
at least one story where it's like, I don't think either of us is like a bad person, but this was a bad situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're like, why? I appreciate you, Dorian.
No, I feel like that's a great question if you would like to speak on it.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not ace.
No.
But
No, I don't think so. I am demisexual. And I am like not like sex repulsed, but I'm definitely not like thinking of sex almost ever. Very rarely is that something that I'm like, that's what I really want to do right now. And I have a partner who is much more interested in having sex and talking about having sex and wants to be pursued, which is kind of the hard part. So it's kind of gotten to the point where Morgan's just like, hello, in the next 3 to 5 business days, I need you to jump my bones. And I'm like, cool, sounds good. Sounds like something that I can do.
That's kind of basically it.
So I just need like a heads up, you know? But if you're stressed out about like the potential of having sex with your partner, or you feel like your partner has a higher sex drive than you do, like definitely like talk to them about it. But like I would say, you know, obviously it's just important to reiterate to that person that like it's not anything about them, that it's like,
I think something that's also like never gets talked about between straight couples typically is that like masturbation is like a form of self-care, and it is different. And so like something that we have especially done since we got married, but even when we were like living together and just dating, is like sometimes we'd be like, I need some alone time.
Yeah.
Like I would just like to be alone with my phone for like 30 minutes or however. Like, can you go do an errand mayhaps? I would love some alone time. And it's like, that is different than being like, I would like for us to bone soon.
Yes.
And that is also different. Also, like, neither of you could be ace or demisexual, and you could still have different sex drives.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And, like, people should talk about it more.
Yeah.
Because, like, everybody's different. Everybody has different needs.
Courtney, that's so hard. Those poor kiddos. That's so brutal.
Yeah, but that's because you're 18, 19 years old.
That's what it's like. Nobody's making long-term good planning decisions.
No.
That's why you're 18, 19.
That is what you do. Yes.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yes. Pain management, it's a skill.
Yeah. It's also like, it's like brushing your teeth or taking a bath, or it's like something, you know, except for it's something that like different folks feel like they have different needs for, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a very specific kind of self-care.
Yeah.
That's great, but it doesn't mean that you're not
into your person.
Yeah.
Or, yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like you never see, like, straight couples talking about that.
No.
Because I feel like on TV you just see, like, boy is horn dog and always need woman to be obedient.
Yeah.
And woman never need anything.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, that's not really how it is. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
If you need some warm-up, it doesn't mean you're ace. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. I also saw, like, an ace person talking about, like, their particular experience where, on TikTok, where they were, like, someone comes by and they're like, hey, are you hungry? And the person's like, oh, no, like, not really. And they're like, okay, like, you know, are you sure? Like, there's lasagna. And they're like, oh, no, like, I don't really want lasagna. No, thanks. And then someone, like, comes by, like, a few minutes later, and they're like, hey, I just baked these cookies. Did you want one? And then they're like, oh, yeah, cookie sounds great. And then the other person's like, hey, whoa, you said you weren't hungry. And then they're like, oh, yeah, I'm not really hungry, but, like, a cookie does sound good. And they kind of were like, you know, there are people who are ace, but who, like, will spend intimate time with their partner because they're like, oh, that does sound like an activity I would be interested in right now. Even though it's not an activity they thought of.
These are veggie gyoza
From Trader Joe.
from Trader Joe.
Trader Jose.
They're my favorite. I put them in the air fryer. They're delicious. I love gyoza so much.
Phoebe is also the crunchiest eater in the world.
Oh, my teeth line up wrong.
These are basically the consistency of a s'more.
No, they got crunchy.
I was joking.
That is so funny. You are such a funny girl.
Thank you.
Look at that.
You ever heard of loud strawberry?
I do make love strawberries.
Twins. Oh, listen.
They're so good.
They're a Phoebe safe food like every couple of months. And they have them year round at Trader Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Trader Jose.
Who calls it Trader Jose?
When you buy like Mexican food at Trader Joe's, it says Trader Jose. Have you not noticed?
No.
They also have a different name for Italian Trader Joe. What temperature and time do you do them for the air fryer?
Oh, I just make that shit up. Right now, with the
Trader Giotto. Thank you.
the air fryer that we have downstairs, I do like 375 for like 8 minutes. And then upstairs air fryer, it's like 330 for like 8 minutes. The Trader's Joe.
Yes.
We've also been saying my hangies up.
Oh yeah, was
Like
that today when I was
passers-by.
talking about weird things that we say? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because I was talking about the Ramon. Right, Neelian. Oh, pizza flavored goldfish
They're
are so good.
They have no right to be that good.
Oh, and is there stuff you can't have after top surgery? Is it like any other surgery where they're like, eat some soup? I guess not. If you're talking about pizza flavored goldfish. I answered my own question.
Well, I mean, your mouth's not sore typically.
No, but I've had surgery a lot because I've been in the hospital a lot, and I feel like every time they're like, you can only have soup for 3 days. And then I'm like, why?
I don't know.
I love having an air fryer.
Honestly, the thing about air fryers is that it's never going to hurt the food for it to be in there longer, and it will get cooked. Sorry, hold on. What I mean is it's never going to hurt for you to do it for
At
like...
a lower temperature for more time.
Yep. Okay. I would love for you to let me finish my
Well,
sentence.
sorry.
You can just always put it in there for longer and hotter, basically. Essentially. So if you put it in at 330 degrees for like 5 minutes and you look in there and it's not sizzling, pop it back in. Do it for like 6 more minutes. You know?
Toaster oven air fryer sounds really good. That's what I think Han has, and she uses it basically every day. Those are like more expensive, obviously. The air fryer we have was on sale for like $25.
Yeah. It's blue.
The one we got upstairs is much nicer, and it was on sale for $50.
Yeah.
We have to clean it though.
Then for
Bowl of
appetite to come
veggie.
back, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
What, what
Victoria,
a
that makes
great
sense.
question, Mollusk by the Bay. I don't know. Here's the thing. I'm really curious what I'm going to be like pregnant in general. And then secondly, like I don't know. What I do have the benefit of is having a husband who is not afraid to be all up in my business and making sure that I'm eating the right amount of like folic acid and iron and
I'm a bother.
which is good because I don't want to think about it. I feel like what'll probably happen is like my first meal like after having given birth is probably going to be rare steak. Wouldn't happen probably at the hospital. I would be like, our baby is 2 days old. He needs to be watched by his grandparents while we go to Texas Roadhouse.
I'm curious if we're gonna end up having a C-section.
Yeah.
I feel like it's very possible.
I've always felt like it's going to happen.
Because I feel like you're like pro C-section anyway, and there's nothing wrong with having a C-section except that they are pushed on folks who don't need to have them a lot of the time.
Yeah.
I just listened to a whole podcast series on breech birth, and you can give birth breech. The baby, you just have to be unmedicated because you have to be able to feel where their head is at because their head can get like stuck in your coochie, essentially. for a period of time, which is no good. And they have to like yank them out. It's like a thing, or if they have to use like the clamps or whatever. Anyway, I feel like it's possible. I feel like anytime, from what I understand from all the things I've been listening to, if you're planning like a home birth, you want to wait as long, or not a home birth, but like an unmedicated birth in the hospital, you want to wait as long as possible before going to the hospital. And I feel like we'll pretty quickly show up to the hospital. The hard thing about C-sections is that it does like,
I've heard that it's way worse recovery.
it's really,
You can't like move any of your muscles.
it's your whole abdomen. It's a really brutal.
Oh, I'm not a sushi girly. I wish I was.
I love the veggie sushi because I can't have the fishies. It's really brutal recovery, and then also it can like potentially affect your future fertility, which is hard. So it,
A C-section?
yeah,
That makes sense.
yeah, because your tubes can get scarred. Basically any surgery in your abdomen can
Oh,
potentially
yeah.
affect your tubes or your ovaries.
Then when I was like, whenever I went
We
to like all the appointments that we had like a month and a half ago, every single time they're like, have you ever had major surgery? And I'm like, oh yeah, I've had surgery a lot. And they're like, what surgeries? And I'm like, I don't have a gallbladder or an appendix. And then they also had to do an exploratory surgery because one time all my organs stopped working. And then they're like, tell us more. And I'm like, wish I could.
I have no medical
I
history
have
of
no
myself.
medical history because of my trauma.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, okay, so
We do want multiple kids. You're perfect, Maddie. It's no worries at all.
we want you. Well,
Yeah.
some people want more than two. But it depends on what the Lord has planned.
I don't think it depends on that at
I'm
all.
the Lord.
Golly.
We'll see. I have PCOS, and folks with PCOS have a higher chance of multiples, but they also have a higher chance of miscarriage. So,
Yeah. Lord again.
that's me.
God is a woman and it's Morgan. So true, bestie.
Someone put a little halo around my head. I'm God.
Oh my so God.
I've had 2 C-sections, and the post-op was rough. One of my good friends at Disney had a C-section for her first kid. And, like, it was awful. She also didn't have the best partner, though. And that's the other thing, is if I was, like, literally, like,
Sorry, Abby. Don't be scared.
having to be in, like, my bed for 2 weeks, I have no doubt that if I gave Phoebe a list of what to do, they would do everything that we needed ever.
Yeah. That's true.
And she did not have that benefit. Her partner was not even hardly there. And she was like, yeah. So I went over and helped her. Like, I cleaned up her house and stuff.
It was nut.
It was nut.
I hate nut.
Yeah, I hate nut too. They have 2 kids now.
Oh my God. They have 2?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah, her
God.
other one's like 6 months old.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but I would go to her house and like help her out. I also like love babies and like, but she also, when she was pregnant, watched The Office a lot, and her first kid like started he wouldn't go to sleep unless the Office theme song was playing. So she found a YouTube video that is just the Office theme song but for 30 minutes, and it's the only thing he would fall asleep to.
That's so funny.
It's hilarious.
That's so funny.
So he's seen all The Office like a lot, and now he's like 5 or 4. But like he literally he's seen The Office a lot.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Well, what can you do?
A sweet silly baby.
But she literally I saw her for the first time probably like a week and a half after her C-section, and she got home and stuff. And she had like 2 wraps on, and then she like really couldn't lift anything. But again, her partner was not at her house because they didn't live together because it was an accidental baby, which is fine.
We're glad you're here, Mushroom Jody.
They're happy and they're married, and I'm happy for them. But anyway, he wasn't there and was not helping, and so she was still having to do all the laundry and hold the baby, which you're not supposed to really hold anything after C-section without like you can sit down and have a pillow under you. And
Didn't her partner get fired?
he did, for some very, very stressful things. And if you're thinking, it can't be that thing that Disney never fires anyone for, it was.
Which is shocking, because they rarely fire people for sexually harassing their coworkers.
Yeah. Well,
So it has to
when
be
they have
pretty
proof.
bad. It's got to be pretty fucking bad for them to actually fire you
Yeah.
about it.
he is not my favorite man.
Because it
She
happens a
is one of
lot.
my favorite people.
Yeah.
And should she ever want a different situation, we've got a place for her to go.
Yeah.
So,
That's true.
my mom had an emergency C-section with me, and my dad was also not involved. It's just bonkers. And like, I don't think you're a bad like.
Oh my God, no.
Parent,
No,
if
no,
like
no, no,
you
no.
are like stuck at work and like there was an emergency, you know what I mean? Like nobody can. It's like always. Oh, I want an epidural.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, thank you so much. Thanks for being
You are
here.
so sweet, Narissa. Thank you so much for hanging out.
I'm glad you were here. I want an epidural. That's in my birth plan. Phoebe is never planning on being pregnant and never wanted to be pregnant.
No.
But if they were ever going to, which again is not going to happen,
No.
in another universe where they are a woman
Yeah.
who wants to give birth, they would
There
be
are
like,
lots of people who can give birth. You don't have to be a woman to give birth.
oh my God, sorry.
Specifically for my gender journey, I do not want to be giving
Right.
birth.
But if you
To be
ever
clear.
did, Phoebe's always like, oh, I think if I was the kind of person who wanted to give birth, like I would do a home birth, like non-medicated with a midwife.
Yeah.
And I could not be further from who that person is.
Which I think is great, but it's because I've done a lot of research into all aspects of it. It is, Abby. It's kind of a whole thing.
They said is not
What?
a shot. It's a tube. Oh, I'm
Yes.
so sorry. I misread it.
It's a tube.
It is
yeah.
a tube. And you're right.
I mean, it's
Tube is like a loose term.
it's like an IV.
Yeah.
It's like a drip, basically.
It's a huge needle.
yeah.
Sorry for the needle talk.
Yeah.
I'll stop now.
We'll be done with that.
And I
Yeah.
salute her because wow. That's so stressful, Mushroom Judy. Yeah,
It's more common than you'd think. Here's the thing is that I have a disease where I am a bother. And so it's going to be me like, my wife needs this right now. Morgan's also so funny because we were talking and she was like, yeah, it's like a bummer because like obviously if you're at the hospital, you can't have like your music playing. And I was like, no, you just bring like a Bluetooth speaker. And she's like, no, that's weird. And I was like, no, I'm literally bringing a Bluetooth speaker and little fake candles and little like bags of nice smelly things and like comfy sheets and like setting up twinkle lights.
They don't let you just put your own sheets. The whole point of a hospital is that everything is like sterile. That's not sterile, but like clean and new.
If you want the hospital sheets, that's fine. We can do the hospital sheets, but I'm creating your birth space. You're not getting that. We'll be creating a birth space. We need you to be calm and
Trip guide
mammalian.
beeper.
I'm telling you. Yes. Literally. It is. It's something that people do all the time. I'm also going to write huge on Morgan's inner thigh. Do not rupture membranes unless I ask. And then I'm going to be hovering if they're doing any checks.
The other thing is, ideally, if we don't get pregnant with like twins or anything like that,
Literally little me.
I think we're gonna try and have like our midwife that we saw for preconception for most of my pregnancy, and then basically like towards the end we'll switch to an OB so I can give birth at the hospital because our midwife. I'm pregnant and taking notes.
I got you, babe.
Because our midwife can't deliver at a hospital.
That's true.
What I'm curious though, Morgan Blanchard's plans births. Because what I'm curious though is that our hospital does have midwives that are at the hospital, so I'm curious if I could transfer from the midwife that we already have like a bond with to another midwife at the hospital,
I think we can.
or if I have to be taking like a step up to do that. What was I doing? Oh, Discord. Yeah.
We're obsessed with Meredith. She essentially has like a program where you have her for prenatal, during natal, not the birth, and then postnatal if you are going to be giving birth in a hospital because she can't.
Yeah.
Because it's like really complicated. The way you
It's
gotta do it.
mostly to do with like insurance and like things like that. Can you do a water birth at the hospital? I don't know. Some
It
hospitals
depends on
you
your
can.
hospital. Perinatal. Thank you. You're right.
But a lot of midwives will also do birthing centers, which Meredith would too, but you can't have medicine there, and I don't want to feel anything.
I think you can have medicine at a birth center. I don't think it's typically covered by insurance. I do think it's like a separate like experience.
We have really good insurance though.
That's true. That's very true.
So if we do the midwife, it is literally out of pocket because we like her.
Yes. Yeah, and I just feel like that would be worth it because you've had so much medical trauma.
No, that is true.
So it's kind of like, I don't know, you know what I mean? It's kind of up to, I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Yeah. What?
You're just so cute.
I feel bad for having to like explain that. Do y'all follow a twin birth costs? It shouldn't,
Yes, though.
but yes, because typically they both have to be in the NICU. It depends. There's a lot of things.
It depends, but yes, a little bit, because they charge you at a hospital. They charge you for skin to skin. They charge you for like every Band-Aid, every shot, every IV, and you have twice as many. Not twice as many, but one more person.
So the membrane thing, it's called sweeping the membranes, and it's something that doctors do to like make you like
Speed up.
go further into labor. It can happen on accident, but essentially when they're doing cervical checks, there are 3 different parts of the cervix that they're checking. They're checking the effacement, which is how much it has thinned down. They're checking how dilated it is, which is like all we talk about in the US for some reason, and they're checking the position of the baby. So in doing that, because there's like a lot of things going on, it's possible that they'll accidentally rupture the membranes. And the membrane, as far as I understand, is like literally the placenta. So it's like them breaking your water is like what folks think of it as.
But it's more than that.
No,
Right?
but the reason is once your water breaks, then you contract much harder.
Also,
Like,
the pressure shifts tremendously.
the pressure changes a lot depending on the amount of I almost said seminal fluid. That's not it. What's it called? But depending on how much fluid you
I'll
have,
Google it for you.
how much water you have. It's case by case. It's based on your insurance, and it's based on your hospital. It's based on like a lot of things. Amniotic fluid. Thank you. Oh my God.
The average cost
I
of
was not gonna get
childbirth in
there.
the U.S. is $19,000.
Yeah.
That is assuming that everything goes well. So if you made it to 40 weeks, everyone was good, nobody needed anything.
And that's
Special.
that's unmedicated, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's unmedicated. So no medicine. I think it's like 60,000.
That's
is what
with
I've heard.
insurance. Oh no.
Without insurance.
Without insurance.
Yeah.
Even with insurance, though, I would say the lowest I've ever seen, Jess's baby, the one I was talking about, Jess's baby, the first one, I think her bills for him after the fact were like $6,500.
Victoria said that's why if your water doesn't break and you've been laboring for a long time, they want to break it so that maybe it'll kickstart things. That's true. That's one of the things that they can do. They can also, I'm sorry, Myth, I wasn't paying attention, but I hope that things are going better for you. You're a star. We'll fix it. They can also do this weird like balloon thing that they insert and then like blow up the balloon to get your cervix to like be bigger. There's also medications that can give you Pitocin, which also makes you contract harder. What?
I was going to say, anyone who has medical bills, don't pay them.
Yeah.
Just literally don't pay them. Nothing will happen.
It's not legal for them to affect your credit. So I think we have
Right now.
currently, I think we have $2,000 in medical debt
I was going to guess like $2,200.
from Morgan going to the ER.
But my last ER visit,
And also from the miscarriage. I think we have a tiny...
no, dad paid everything from the miscarriage.
That's right.
So we have all of this is from my,
Thanks, Lala
oh,
Poopsie.
thanks. Will you change the thing?
Oh, yeah.
All that's from my, like, all the doctor's appointments that I've had to go to, basically. And I think a couple hundred of it is from Phoebe doing, their...
I don't know what garnished means, friend. The hope is that we'll pay it when we have money, too.
I would say never.
Never?
I saw...
They garnished my wages?
What?
No, because if they send it to a debt collector, it's illegal because it's HIPAA protected for them to not give it to a debt collector.
Yeah, they're not supposed to have your medical information.
They're not supposed to be able to do that, from what I understand.
This says if they...
Oh, it might depend on your state, though.
Yeah. Also your job.
Yeah, it says if you're behind on credit card payments or you owe a doctor's bill, those creditors can't garnish your wages unless they sue you and get a judgment.
Both of these say you have to get sued by them. They have to sue you first.
Ugh.
Oh, that sucks.
Boo. Oh, that sucks so bad.
Is that an Oregon thing? I don't know if it happens in Oregon. Sounds like it happens in Minnesota. That sucks.
Medical bills to be sent to collections. If you're unable to pay them right away, verification, including medical debt. Privacy rule permits covered entities to continue to use the debt collection is recognized as payment activity within the payment definition. Be removed from a credit report.
Yeah, it's supposedly it falls off
really
of your
confusing.
credit score. I just saw a TikTok about that though, so I don't know. But literally our midwife that we saw preconception.
Yeah. She said, "Don't worry."
She was literally She literally was like, "Don't ever pay like medical bills from like the ER." Now we pay ours for like it's hard to explain, but like specific doctors that we see, like my primary care physician. I owe him money right now, actually, but
yeah.
Like actual doctors that we see. But as far as like the ER, like people you're only gonna see once, I don't feel as bad about not paying those, and I put them off to last. And then when they, yes.
Yeah. Sure.
And then when they call you from the debt collectors, you can say, I don't have $43,000. I have.
Yeah, she said, she was like, if the debt collectors call you, say, all I have is $100. I can give you $100. No, you're a star, Happy Sugar Honey.
Oh, no.
No, and that's got to be frustrating to hear from other folks, like that, oh, like, no, you don't have to be doing that when you're going through something that's stressful like that. I'm so sorry.
I had no idea. It's not anything that has ever happened to anyone that I know.
No.
Until now.
Yeah.
They can't do anything if you're paying something.
You didn't seem bratty at all. Also,
No.
you're
Yeah,
a star. No worries at all. That's important information for folks to have.
Most of the time, they don't even bill your insurance properly when you go to the ER. Literally.
Yeah. Actually already been paid. Oh my gosh.
I'm sure it was hard to get the money back. This system is literally set up so that people aren't allowed to win.
Listen, yeah. Any way you can fuck them over, do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Literally.
But if it's deeply stressful to you and you'd rather just pay it, do it. Yeah. That's what I've heard, Mollusk by the Bay. Again.
That's what we heard from our midwife, not just from a TikTok.
Yeah. We are not people who are in charge of finances or anything.
No.
We're paying someone $700 to do our taxes. So that's where we're coming from.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
I love that for you, Dorian. That's killer.
They must have heard that you were very sexy.
Probably. I'm sure that that's what they heard.
They must have gotten that on the wind of that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they do. Mm-hmm. Always check. Also, if you call, like, just put on your best, like, not actually rude, but, like, fighting voice. And be like, can I get an itemized bill? Is there a reason you charged me
The really
$50
funny
for a
thing
Band-Aid?
is that in Oregon, when you're signing your, like, consent HIPAA papers and shit, they literally hand you a piece of paper that says, like, these are your rights for medical bills and shit. They're like, you're not allowed to be surprised by a bill. Like, it's like this whole thing that in Oregon they have to give you now. It's literally like a sheet that they hand out. Appreciate you, Seven.
So fast. Everyone here is so sexy. If you call the hospital, it'll work for you too.
Literally
That's
true.
Great news.
Literally true.
I had to pay $100 in my IDAR report when I was screaming and crying. Oh my so god.
I mean, that is still expensive.
Yeah. $100 is still expensive.
Yeah. Truly.
They're subbed?
Were they subbed? No, they weren't. But that is embarrassing.
Wait, how does it say that?
I didn't think they were.
I mean, we've got their money, so.
Well, I actually don't know how that works.
I don't know.
Regardless, embarrassing for them.
Yeah. I don't think they were.
Oh, yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. I got you, baby.
Yeah.
I got you, baby. That makes way more sense. I was like, oh no, did somebody gift it to them? Because
that would be weird because
funny.
that means they were here long enough to have gotten one.
That's true.
Or that they were following already.
Mm.
That would be weird.
Yeah.
I thought they prime subbed.
Mm.
I mean, I guess if you want to pay me to insult me, you could. But I would say that costs more than $2.50.
Yeah, we'll still kick you out.
You know.
We're almost done. We've got like 16 minutes left, and then we have to watch the Women Tell All of The Bachelor 2010.
You gonna stay up for it?
You don't want to?
No, we can. I'm just surprised.
You don't. I took a nap.
Yeah, everybody heard you snore.
Did they?
Yeah.
Well, you shouldn't have listened. Hey, don't. You don't want to?
No, we can.
I'm so excited. It's going to be
Show
so
me your
fun.
excitement.
Bieber and Morgan +8. Absolutely not. Oh, it's The Bachelor 2010, so it's season 14. Oh, no. I'm afraid, Dorian.
If you want to pay me to insult you, I will also do that.
Oh, my God. This is incredible. Listen, I can confirm that this is what I look like.
Wow.
This is what I looked like the other night. I was wearing this terrible bra that's like 4 sizes too small for me.
Oh my God.
And so I just look like Keira Knightley in the daytime.
How much of your nipple can you see in that photo?
Let me see. I am your mother. Did you take a picture? Oh my God.
Oh, you can see a lot of your
It's really funny. Okay, here's me. I'm like so upset. Okay, hold on. We'll do a little markup.
nipples ablaze.
It's so funny. Edit. I gotta scribble on my breasts, sir, because that's like my entire nipple.
It's unfortunate because I do feel like the nipple placement makes the photo.
Okay. Okay. Done. It's okay. Everybody sign the NDA because people, I don't think they realize I have this much breast. So everyone sign the NDA to see my boobs in a top. Thank you. I appreciate you. Why? I was so grumpy and so angry. And Morgan's like, please let me take a picture. Your boobs look hilarious. Morgan was like, you look like a model in a tiny bikini. She was like, like, why?
It's spilling out of the sides.
Literally.
Out of the
look at
fronts?
the aggressive side boob.
Who put them there?
Yeah. Hey, who did put them there? It's actually really stretchy, so like it's good at compressing when it's in the right place. The reason I was wearing it is because I had a migraine and I took Imitrex, and so I had a headache. I felt terrible, and Morgan's like, "Let me take a photo of your breasts." And
I
was
just
like,
turned the light on to
"Please."
do it. It was worth it.
Oh my God. It had to be that tight on me because the Imitrex like makes my nipples hurt, and so they just need to be like flat and compressed. Listen, Owen, I think that might be it.
Nipples must have been confused.
Oh my God.
It's
Yeah, they
so
were kind of
funny.
like this.
Listen, I forget that, like, men's nipples, like, for lack of a better term, we're watching The Bachelor. And every time they show The Bachelor without a shirt, I'm always like, why are his nipples so small?
Maddie, it didn't used to.
They're so small. And I'm scared.
I'm just
by
going to
them.
have none when I eventually get top
I
surgery.
know.
I will have 0 nipples. I'll have 0 nipples, and it's because I don't have any, like, affection for my nipples, and the healing process of the nipple portion, whew, that sounds terrible. That sounds like something that if I cared about my nipples, I could do that for them, but I don't, and
Yeah.
I won't. Oh my golly.
I will also be opting for no nipple.
Listen,
You
that's
could
what
tattoo.
I'm thinking. I could have little stars or little hearts. You can. You absolutely can.
A lot of folks who get
Yes, Rexy Luther.
mastectomies because of, like, breast cancer,
Yes.
will get no nipples.
Yeah.
You could draw them on with a pin every day.
You could.
When we first started dating,
Soggy Cedar says nipple fell off, not worth it.
I was scared for my nips to heal, but I really want to get them pierced in the future. Oh, and I used to have my nips pierced, and I literally never felt hotter. I hope everyone who wants to gets them done. It was the best. The only reason I don't have them anymore is because I had to go to the ER and they had to do. It's a long story, but they're like, you have to take piercings out before we do the CT scan and all the stuff they were doing. And then Phoebe
Was that during the miscarriage or after?
No, it was before.
It is a thing. Happy Sugar Bunny. Oh, before.
It was right before.
While we were pregnant?
No.
Oh.
It was right before our like a month before our wedding.
Yeah.
We had to go for some reason.
Before.
And Phoebe and I, it's just us.
We're in
the ER bathroom as Phoebe is like, stand still, like trying to unscrew.
But they had been on there for so long. Googly eyes would be really good. And so I literally had to shuffle out and find a little nurse and be like, I'm so sorry. Do you have a pair of like latex gloves I can wear to try to get my wife's nipple piercings off? Because she has to get a CT scan. And I can't get my stupid hands on the tiny, like they just kept on slipping.
Also, if you've never had your nip knobs pierced, fair warning, they like basically never heal really. They're always oozing a little bit, so you have to clean them a lot.
I think that
And I felt like it was worth it.
Morgan doesn't have them now because they like grew back basically. But Morgan, I feel like you're allergic to every metal in the world.
I think that's also part of it.
So
I do think
I think yours were worse. Yours were worse than.
In a perfect world, I will have our kids, and then I think I would get like a boob job to like lift them and put them in a nice place, and then I think I would get them pierced again. But then when I had to take them out for the CT
Co
scan,
says theirs are not like that. I'm telling you, it's because yours never healed. Literally,
listen, that's probably true.
Other people's do heal.
I had them for like 2 years, and I loved them so much, and I miss them every time I go to take a shower.
Poor thing.
I know, but it would not be smart for me to like keep them pierced when we're trying to get pregnant and like. Were you working on the left boob while working? No, I couldn't get to them at all. Like, not that I couldn't get to them, but they wouldn't unscrew.
Yeah. I needed the leverage. Oh my God.
It wasn't painful at all.
Dorian, I'm sending you to jail.
I didn't have any pain at all. I took, not Imitrex, like ibuprofen the day of. And that was it. That was all I needed.
I hate piercings more than I hate tattoos. A lot. A lot.
When did you stop wearing your nose piercing?
A long time ago. Are you sad now?
No, I love it. I just didn't notice.
What? I thought you'd like to see my face.
I do.
You noticed at the time.
I haven't even been appreciating it enough.
And now your eyes are tear-filled because you realize I don't have my septum.
Yeah, what'd you take them off for?
Months ago, on purpose. A long time ago. I realized in November, 7 says. Yeah. Listen. Yeah, because my mom hates it. I've had this face for a while. Also, here's the problem, is that whenever it gets to be, like, sniffly season...
Oh, that's right. I do remember that.
I hate to have it in during the snifflies. I just get boogers on it. Ew.
Ew.
Ew, David. It's terrible. Yeah, that's how I feel, Myth.
How long have you had that face?
A while.
I was going to say something. Oh, we were talking about Nick Knobs. When Phoebe's and I...
Go ahead, you're doing good.
When Phoebe and I first started dating, we both looked different. And Phoebe was like, yeah, like, I'm not super attached to my boobs. But, like, I don't know if I'd ever get top surgery just because it's kind of expensive. And, like, you know, I can just kind of put on, like, a binder and, like, you know, have the look that I want whenever I want it. But it's nice to have them when I want them. And that's, like, when we very first started dating. And then I would say a year later, they were like, I might want to have surgery. I don't know. How do you feel? And I was like, oh, I mean, I'm a big boob fan. But, like, I don't have to lug years around or anything. So, like, as long as we can do, like, a little, like, bye-bye boobies, like, photo shoot so that one day I can be like, remember when you had boobs? That was crazy. Like, I don't care. It's your body. Do what you want. And then, like, as we have gotten more in love and our bodies have changed and Phoebe's breasts have come into their second puberty, every day their head hurts and every day their breasts bother them, and I will fight God because it's not fair.
Thanks. That's nice.
I went to get my snake bite piercings again. That sounds so fun.
Oh my God. I just want them chorped. I just want them the fuck off of me.
Well, they don't belong there.
Yeah.
Who put them there?
Who put them there? But who put them there?
Who put them there?
Oh my god.
Whoa, Myth,
I
that's
thought
so
snake
fast.
bites, are snake bites here or here?
They're the underneath ones.
Mm.
They were really popular amongst emo boys if you Googled emo boys in the year 2008, so I was a big fan.
Yeah.
I stand by saying you would be so hot with them. I thought that something you mistyped was a link. It wasn't that you actually typed a link. It happens a lot.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad.
If you do like
If you put your period too close to the first part of your
the
next
word
sentence.
it, yeah, it'll think. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you change it to 123. Thank you
Oh,
for gifting a
Thank you
subscription.
so much.
Missing boobs found on Bieber's body. Please must be returned to owner.
Please. Oh my god. They're just so uncomfortable. And every once in a while, it is funny that they're here, but I don't ever feel positively about them.
I do think
I feel negatively about them a lot.
I do think we'll have a couple of very hilarious moments. Now, it's not worth my husband's mental health. It's empty for this, but I do think it'll be funny. I think we'll have a couple moments when I am breastfeeding a child that our baby will be confused that their father has breasts, and I do think it'll be funny.
Oh, and that's the thing is it's so uncomfortable. And like my neck and shoulders and brain muscles are all already so tense all the fucking time.
What a great question, Mollusk.
That's a great question, Marlisk.
It's because Phoebe has to make horrible appointments.
I love that for you. The problem is now, because my primary care wouldn't write me a fucking letter to get top surgery, I have to go to a endocrinologist and be like, hi, I guess I'd like to maybe be on testosterone for like 3 months, but like I am pretty stoked where I am. I would just like for my voice to be a little bit lower, if anything. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I feel fine. Really, I just want my breasts to be gone. You know, I loved not having a period. My period has like just started up again, and it sucks, but like it's not, I don't know. And maybe I'll feel differently down the line. It's fine. It's okay. I shouldn't, yeah. I don't want to stress folks out. And it's really not something that's like, it is stressful, I guess. I won't like
But no,
minimize
but
it.
at least we work from home and like not
Oh
that
my
many
God,
people
yeah.
perceive you and like
No, I mean, I have to perceive me. So.
no, oh my God. I just mean like it
Yeah.
could be worse.
No, that's true. And then like every single doctor is like 2 years out. So if I had, gotten on a list when I wanted to 2 years ago, I would have been on completely different health insurance and like not been able to.
Yeah, that's the other thing is Phoebe turned 26, which like in the US when you turn 26 you cannot be on your parents' insurance anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah. Why does God give his breastiest boobs to his most genderless soldiers?
I know, Krista. It's a
what
great
a
question.
great question.
My grandma learned, she didn't know that you can like induce lactation. So people all the time on TikTok love to be like, "Oh, Phoebe, are you also gonna breastfeed?" Which
'Cause there
makes you
are,
want to
like,
scream.
Lesbian,
And it's not their
or, like,
fault, you know?
Sapphic couples where like both will breastfeed.
I think that's the thing is that people
And that's not
perceive
us.
People perceive us as a lesbian couple, which is fine because like socially, I guess we are.
It's so funny because I never think of us as a lesbian couple.
Ever. Even a little bit.
No.
It's worse when 13-year-olds try to say, aren't you guys technically straight because you're different genders? That's much worse. I'd rather you say that we're a lesbian couple.
It's funny when I say it though.
But
right?
they love to, Dorian. It is funny when you say it.
Thank you.
Oh my God. They love to be like, have you considered using your boobs for their intended... Oh my God. I don't think we call ourselves... We say queer couple usually.
Yeah. We usually say queer couple.
Yeah.
We usually think of ourselves as like Jessica Rabbit and Roger Rabbit.
That's true.
That's who we are.
That's the closest, I would say, for
but
sure.
would you say they're a straight couple? You wouldn't.
No.
Spectrum for 38 triple Ds.
I think the other thing is kind of funny because, like, it doesn't matter. Yeah, what is spectrum? It doesn't matter if we're a
Binders.
lesbian couple. Oh. Like, you don't... It's funny to hear folks refer to us in our comment section in that way anyway. And they don't do it as much anymore, but they used to love to be like, yes, my favorite lesbian couple. And I was like, wrong.
And it's not, it doesn't make me feel any sort of way.
No,
they
but
are wrong.
it's weird. It feels weird. And I am a lesbian, but Morgan's not a lesbian.
Yeah.
You know? No, that's true.
I also don't really ever think of Lexi and Bean as like a lesbian couple. Because they are also not. Because Lexi's bisexual.
Yeah.
Or maybe pan, but like not just ladies.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I just like, I think of people the way that they have expressed to me what they are. You know? I don't know. Ding.
Lesbo and Ban.
Yeah. Hey, your words have been lost. And there's nothing, to be clear, there's nothing wrong with lesbian couples. There's nothing wrong with the word lesbian.
There are
I am
also
a
people
lesbian.
who, like, both of them are bisexual or one of them is, and they call themselves a lesbian couple because they feel like that's right.
Yeah.
I think the reason I don't feel like we're a lesbian couple is because I think of us as, like, husband and wife. Like,
Okay, so, and no, like, that's not very fair because there are also, like, femme and butch lesbian couples who call themselves husband and wife.
No,
like, there's
that
all
is
kind
true.
of. But for us
But for
specifically,
us.
within our dynamic, you know? It's also funny because, like, obviously Morgan is very, like, femininely presenting, but, like, femme, the term, is typically just for lesbians, right? So we're not a butch and a femme. We're a butch and a lipstick bisexual. Like, what's the, you know what I
big
mean?
boob lady.
I don't know.
We're Jessica Radgett.
Okay. Hey, I'll get him, baby. You're doing perfect. That's okay. Why do you keep saying that, though, over and over again when you know that your mouth won't let you? That's fair, Lola.
A wife, but in an ocean wife woman way.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Anyway, sexuality is complicated.
It is, Maddie. Ranger Ratchet? Yeah. It scares me. It keeps on sounding like you're, like, saying a slur almost. And so I'm like, ugh, I'm so scared. Very scared.
Victoria, that's how I feel. I have, like, a little nightie that's, like, technically see-through. And it's not sexy. It's just see-through, if that makes sense. It's extremely
It
feminine.
is sexy.
It's extremely feminine, and I am the woman of the house.
I
when
think I
wear
have
it.
a picture of you wearing it where you're covering your little boobies. It's the cutest picture in the world. Hold on.
It is pretty see-through. I
It's
do have
so
autocorrect in my brain. That's exactly what it is because I'm always correct.
No.
Mhm.
Actually,
And
no.
I'm automatically correct.
That is not true. I'll show you this picture of Morgan as a little treat, and then we'll be done. When did we buy that? Oh no, do I have it
Who knows,
favorited?
man.
Bro, please, bro.
Oh, I'm sure you don't have it favorited.
You don't
It was a
think so?
picture you took and just posted on a story.
You don't think so? I have it somewhere.
Automatically. Yeah.
What if I search dress? Oh no. Okay, no. Cancel. I'm gonna find it.
Are you gonna find it?
I am. It's gotta be before this. When is this?
I'm gonna yawn.
Okay, talk to our friends while I find this. It's very important to me.
Okay, everyone, tell me about your first kiss. My first kiss
Went a little like this. And twist.
My first kiss was with a person who was my first boyfriend, but is now a trans woman. But I just found that out a few days ago from
Who
Instagram.
isn't Lydia?
Who isn't Lydia?
A different person. Isn't that so fun?
Yeah.
That's the most fun.
Her name, I don't want to say it wrong in case I'm saying it
Oh,
wrong.
I just think you shouldn't say it all.
I'm gonna call her
Marnie.
That's fine. So Marnie and I were dating. She was 15, I was 13. And we were in the back of my friend's mom's car, like minivan. And she was like, look out the window and look at the moon. And like when I went to look at the window, because I was in the middle, I like had to look past her. And then she like turned and kissed me. And it was very sweet. And then like a day later, we like made out for the first time. And I was like, wow, this is living. And now I'm ready to read everyone's. Middle school dance in the hallway. Under a towel. in front of my locker in the 10th grade on top of a Ferris wheel. That's really cute.
Okay, the romance.
My hand in my room when I was 13 just watched Howlcast videos on how to make out.
That's so funny.
My first boyfriend in his bedroom, standing. Mine was a stage kiss, but it wasn't until uni I was an awkward teen. Spin the bottle. The only gay guy in our friend group. He had terrible breath and just held my boobs in his hands while we kissed.
Oh, no.
A triple date, and it happened basically because I felt like that's what I should do. A boy named Corey, it was bad, but instead I pretended my first kiss was with my boyfriend, which was good. Did you find it?
Yes. Isn't this so romantic?
I look like a ghost.
Look how romantic she is. You look so cutesy. You're the cutesiest. Look how see-through it is. You can see her little Elton John tattoo. Isn't that so cute? Yeah. Adorbs. Your dimples are screaming in that photo. It's so cute. Adorable.
I can't spell ever.
It is the photo ever. It's adorable. She's a little fairy. She's a little hot girly. Yeah, we do a thing where we're constantly looking for little house dress nightgowns for Morgan at the thrift store.
That is not true. I have enough.
I'm always looking because it's my favorite thing she wears. They're so cute.
I have enough. Don't send any to me.
It is the most photo ever.
Oh my god, when Hannah was here last, which was like 2 weeks ago now,
Amazing, Dwight.
which is so sad.
Ugh.
She's
in Fiji.
Two things that she said. Number one is she said like, "That is so," and then just stopped talking.
It was really funny.
And that was really funny. And the second thing that happened is she was like really cold and shaking. And then we were like, "Oh, you're like, you know, are you just so excited?" Like obviously making fun of Bob. And then what she said was like, "Yes, I come downstairs. I am like the Bob," which was hilarious because she was trying to say because I'm like Bob and also like the cat.
Yeah.
And instead she said, "I am like the Bob."
She is like the Bob.
And she is. So true, bestie.
I'm so sorry, darling. We gotta head out.
We've been streaming for 12 hours.
That's true. I am like the Bob. We are all like the Bob.
Yeehaw.
Oh, you are so
related
sweet.
to the Yonk.
You're too kind.
124.
Dang. Thanks, friends. That's so sweet of you.
That's so many.
That's so
Thank you
nice.
so much.
You're very sweet
That's so
and
many.
kind.
Thanks so much.
Thanks. Yeah, we have to go watch The Woman Tell All for season 14 of The Bachelor. If you have Hulu, you can go watch old seasons of The Bachelor while you're waiting for new ones.
And thanks. It's 125 now.
Thanks so much, friends. You're too kind. You're too kind.
Thanks
You're
for
too
hanging out.
sweet.
Anyone who is still hanging out from Frank's raid, thank you for being here.
Yeah.
Did you want to raid someone? Is there anyone still streaming?
Oh,
It's kinda
maybe.
late.
What time is it in the
Lexi
world?
might be streaming.
Oh,
She
it
does
would be
a
here.
late night one day a week.
Oh, that's
but I don't
not
know
what I
when.
meant.
It's this one.
Perhaps.
Oh, Bean.
That's kind of fun.
You want to raid Bean?
Yeah, should
sure.
we raid Bean? That's really cute. If you don't know what a raid is, it's basically like you are dropped into somebody else's stream.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
We don't have anything that people can like say. You can put the sperm emoji if you want, I guess.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you don't have to. But it could be fun.
Yeah.
It'll just automatically bop you in there. You don't have to do anything except for like refresh, basically. And we'll probably just like say hi to Bean.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye, friends. Thanks for
Thanks
hanging
for being
out.
here. Thanks for hanging out. We love you.
We love you.